Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Agostino Zinga Show with your host, Agostino Zinga, and this is episode number 1034. Episode number 1034 of the Agostino Zinga Show, coming live and direct to a place near you, wherever you may be. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really, really do. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. How have I been? Pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie, pretty flipping good. Pretty flipping good. I've been okay, but you know what I've been wondering actually? Some of you motherfuckers lied. Some of you motherfuckers lied. Some of you people out there that was saying, oh my god, Project Hail Mary is just as good, if not better, than Interstellar. Y'all niggas lied. Y'all niggas lied. Is Project Hail Mary a decent watch? Yes. Was it enjoyable? Yes. Surprisingly so? Yes. Did it come close to matching the brilliance, the excellence of the legendary movie Interstellar? Absolutely not. Especially in terms of sci-fi. Didn't come close. Not even in terms of sci-fi. Forget sci-fi. Just as a movie. Does it even come close to touching what Interstellar did? No. Does it have the same level of rewatchability? No. Is it as interesting? No. Dynamic performances? No. Captivating? No. No. Y'all niggas just made it. You know what I mean? You made Project Hail Mary. You kind of like took away some of the vive, some of the hype, some of the flipping luster that was associated with Project Hail Mary by flipping lying and saying that bloody it was as good as Interstellar, because it wasn't. It really wasn't. I watched the entire thing. It's finally on flipping it's finally on those sites that most of you guys know where people watch those type of things, right? If you don't want to go to the cinema, it's finally available on those flipping sites. I'm sure some of you guys know what I'm talking about when I say sites. It's available to watch now on those sites. So I watched it over the weekend, and yeah, man, decent watch. I enjoyed it. I haven't read the book, unfortunately. I did buy the book a long time ago, actually. I did buy the book before the actual movie got made. No, I think I bought the book when the movie was optioned. I'm pretty sure I bought the book when the movie was optioned, and I wanted to read it ahead of time, but I didn't get around to it. So now that I've watched the movie, I might go back and actually read the book to see if the book is better. But I have read some people say, especially some book people say, that the movie actually might be a better version than the book. I've heard some book people say that the movie actually might be better than the book. But I'm going to go back and kind of find out for myself. But, you know, decent enough fucking movie. Really good performance from, what's his fucking name? Name always fucking escapes me. The main character, Ryan Gosling, he's pretty good in it. I love the what's her name, Sandra Hüller, right? This lady, she's in another really good movie that I recommend you watch, that I really fucking enjoyed, that didn't really tie up the story too well. Which one was it? Where her husband dies? Yeah, that's one. And that's River 4. Big up Sandra Hüller. I watched this movie and actually River 4 randomly one time. Fucking amazing movie. It starts off basically with what you see on the cover. I'm not spoiling it, but essentially the movie starts off with Sandra Hüller's husband allegedly committing an unaliving, right? And then I guess the movie kind of tells the story of what led up to that unaliving, and you kind of get the glimpse, you kind of get the gist that it wasn't as simple as what you saw. Maybe there was other things at play. Maybe the unaliving was a natural consequence of this breakdown and degradation of these people's marriage and their relationships. Maybe Sandra Hüller's character pushed her husband off the flipping roof. You don't know. You have to kind of work out yourself. But it's a really fucking good movie, and I really love how it kind of like, I think in a very mature way, deals with things like unaliving, especially in a relationship, right? Deals with like the real life kind of the real life kind of struggle and grief, and the real life situations of maybe sometimes you're in a relationship and things go awry, and sometimes if somebody decides to do something like that, and as unfair as it sounds, as crazy as it sounds, it's not beyond the realm of measure that the other person could have been responsible for driving that person to the point where they want to unalive themselves, you know? You can't put that to one side, and I really love it. I think the court scenes are really good too, by the way. The court scenes in this movie are really fucking good, and that's really full, where they kind of, you know, she's in court, essentially trying to defend herself against being blamed for her husband's death. And yeah, really good performance all around. So she was good in Project Hail Mary. Obviously, Ryan Gosling was really good too as a main lead in the movie. I think he did a really good job. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought Lionel Boyce, big up Lionel, played Officer Carl. Lionel from flipping Odd Future group fame, right? I thought his performance was kind of weak. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Lionel's performance was kind of weak. I don't think he was that good. I always felt like he was laughing. Like, I felt like he was breaking character most of the time. You know, like I could fit. I don't know if that was a point of his role, but I felt every time like he was on camera, every time his lines were there, or every time he was, you know, whatever on screen, I felt like he was kind of breaking character somewhat, a little bit. I'm not too sure. Maybe I read it wrong, but I felt like his performance was a little bit off. But still great to see him anyway. Still great to see him on screen. So big up Lionel in general. And again, like I said, Project Hail Mary, I enjoyed it, but it's not as good as Interstellar. You guys need to relax. It's not even good as Martian. It's not even as good as fucking Martian. You people need to relax. You people need to relax. Coming out here saying, oh, by the way, I think I've swallowed some, I swallowed some lip gloss, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I think I swallowed some lip gloss. I've got this like weird kind of queasy feeling in my stomach. Like, ugh. Okay. I guess that's what happens when you swallow lip gloss. I guess that's what happens when you swallow poor overnight lip mask. You know, I'm using it as a lip gloss when it's actually an overnight lip mask, but I guess that's what happens when you swallow it. It tastes so weird. Oh, it's got peptides in it, actually. It's a multi-purpose lip mask with natural paw and peptides. But yeah, it doesn't taste too great. But anyway, Project Hail Mary wasn't as good as you guys are making it seem. It was a decent enough watch, but was it as good as Interstellar? Of course not. Of course not. Y'all niggas hyped it up too much. Y'all niggas hyped it up way too much, in my personal opinion. Quick news here, courtesy of Mixmag. Salmon swim faster and further on cocaine, study finds. Salmon swim faster and further on cocaine, study finds. In my opinion, this is one of those forks found in kitchen moments. Also, this is one of those salmon are just like me, for real. Salmon are just like me, for real. Big up the salmon crew. Big up the salmon crew. Salmon swim twice as fast and explore a greater distance when swimming in water laced with cocaine. A study found. The joint research between Australian Griffin University and Swedish University of Agricultural Science out to understand how to increase cocaine from humans and impact the fauna of the world's waterways. The DC World Drug Report 2025 estimates that 25 million people used cocaine in 2023, up from 17,000 in 2013. God damn it. 25 million people around the world did cocaine in 2023. That is fucking crazy, isn't it? It must be, I think cocaine must be the most popular Class A drug, innit? Like, it must be the one that, you know when they say, oh, 1 in 5 friendship, 1 in 5 people, I think around the world, you know, in terms of Class A drugs, not Class B, not Class C, but Class A substances, cocaine must be the most well consumed across the board. And it must cover the most, I think it probably covers maybe with the exception of maybe weed. I don't know, I don't think weed is Class A, but regardless of that, I think cocaine is the one that covers the most socioeconomic levels as well. It covers a wide berth. From everybody, from builders to bankers to restaurant workers to nurses to teachers. I bet it covers the whole remit, you know? I bet it covers the whole remit. I actually watched a series, actually. Oh my God. I watched a series, right? I forgot oh my God, this thing is disgusting, but this lip balm tastes my mouth. But I watched this series the other day on Netflix. I forgot the name of it. I've just started it. I think it's in Portuguese. It's a Portuguese TV series on Netflix, and it's about a real life occurrence happened, I think, in like the 90s or the 80s. It's a real life thing where a ship crashed. A ship that was transporting fucking coke, bricks of coke, crashed in the ocean next to fucking Portugal. Maybe, where was it? Was it Lisbon or Porto? Maybe Porto. One of those, whatever cities next to the coast, right, in Portugal. It crash landed somewhere there, and all the bricks of coke washed up on the beach, and it washed up on the beach of this small town. and all the small townsfolk ran to the beach and picked up all these bricks of coke. And it allegedly led to a huge like coke addiction in this particular town for a particular period of time. Like all these people picked up these bricks of coke and they were either selling it or they were doing a bunch of it. And it kind of led to a lot of like, you know, deaths, a lot of addiction, a lot of broken families. Like it was an actual real life thing that happened. So I can only imagine, you know what I mean? I can only imagine what that sort of stuff has done to small. There's probably people nowadays who are probably old enough to say, yeah, I was around when there was a big fucking coke bust or big trend or this and that. And they saw how it changed their fucking area. They saw how it changed their little town, you know? It went from being peaceful to suddenly being full of people running around, you know? It went from people like walking really... Imagine being in a small town where everyone walks really slowly. Everyone walks around really slowly with their babies, with their dogs, with their children, with their family. You know, people just walking... You know that little village plod? Everyone's got that little village plod. Then suddenly coke comes into your town, sweeps the fucking town, and now suddenly everyone's running around. Everyone's scatty. Everyone's curtains are twitching. Everyone's talking a million miles per hour. You know, everyone's got plans and ideas to start this and start that. Brilliant. Scientists tracked 105 wild Atlantic salmon in Sweden's Lake Vättern after exposing them to cocaine and benzoylicogene, a derivative of cocaine which is created in the human liver after consumption and commonly detected in waterway. Findings reveal that the salmon exposed to cocaine swam 1.9 times faster than the control group and dispersed 12.3 kilometers further across the lake. The research also suggests that benzoylicogene has a greater effect on salmon than cocaine itself. The study argued that changes in the fish's habits become more pronounced over time, indicating that significant shift in behavior with the potential to alter a natural ecosystem. Where fish go determines what they eat. What eats them, and how populations are structured, the study co-author Dr. Marcus Michelangi said. If the pollution is changing these patterns, it has the potential to affect the ecosystems in ways we are only beginning to understand. You can read the full study here. You know what's really funny? Unfortunately, right? Unfortunately, cocaine really is one of the worst drugs you can take socially, for the most part. Socially, it's not the greatest drug to take, in actuality. Socially, it makes you really erratic. It makes you really fucking, what's that thing called? Risk averse. It makes you really, like, it makes you a lot. You're very chatty. You're probably a little bit too handsy. You get a little bit too paro, you know? Sometimes if it's what it cut with something, it might give you lockjaw and shit. It's kind of a bit of a weird, it's kind of, in a way, even though it's kind of like sold or it's presented as something that's very kind of like party infused, it's very antisocial drug. You think about it. Cocaine is a very, very antisocial drug in terms of antisocial in terms of like, it doesn't really make you connect with people. Apart from maybe doing lines and bumps, it doesn't really make you want to like connect with people. It doesn't deepen your connections. It doesn't make you, do you know what I mean? That's the really unfortunate side of it. This is why I've always said it's probably not the greatest drug to go clubbing with. I just want us to get to a point. Don't know if it's gonna happen. I want us to get to a point in life, but I don't know how likely that is because, you know, cocaine's a really big fucking industry. No matter how illegal it is, it still makes billions and billions and billions for people up top, right? I wonder if they will get to a point in life where somebody will develop some sort of research chemical, some sort of RC, right? I'm hoping somebody develops some sort of RC that can have maybe mimic the effects of this fucking drug without all the maybe nasty stuff, in a way, right? Maybe give you that little jolt that you need, because I know there are some people out there that are still kind of like, that's why they use stuff like speed, right? They'll still take stuff like speed and they'll kind of dose it out while they're in a club to give themselves that little bit of a pep. But anyone that's done speed will know, no matter how much of a pep you get from speed, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? It's fucking awful. One of the worst things you can do, maybe next to ketamine. It's fucking disgusting. But there is a kind of a utility behind it, because once you're kind of flailing and you're kind of going down a bit and you want to get your energies back up again, maybe some of those bumps and those lines can actually help you on the dance floor. That's the only thing. But the adverse effects of it are horrible. The addiction side of it, the money draining side of it, and just generally how you react and act as well when you're on it isn't the greatest vibe ever. Isn't really the fucking greatest vibe. So it's probably best for everybody if they just left it alone. I think so, right? But unfortunately, it's one of those things that's like oddly oddly kind of pervasive in society. Like everyone kind of does it to a certain extent, or you know somebody that does do it, or your friendship group. I mean, there's always somebody, especially here in the UK. It's so fucking prevalent in most fucking pubs. In most fucking tables, there's always somebody that's got a little cheeky packet with them. They're gonna fucking dose out with people. So that's unfortunate. Because I remember there was this one report ages ago in the UK about how like they tested the fucking sewage. They tested the sewage in the UK and they found that we had the most amount of like traces of cocaine in our sewage. Absolutely crazy. We had the highest amount, I think, in Europe or something like that. Something crazy. I think it was around the same time that they kind of tested the surfaces of the toilets in like the House of Parliament, and they found high traces of cocaine all over the House of Parliament. So yeah, man, it's not it's the one drug, like I said, that covers all socio-economic levels. Doesn't matter where you're at. There's always somebody in that kind of level that's doing something along those kind of lines. So it's kind of wild. It's kind of fucking wild how it goes. It's kind of fucking wild how it goes. Yo, big up the stream chat. What you guys saying? Bit casual. It used to make me stuck sometimes when I don't move until the bag's on. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not very social drug, man. It's good when it's good, but it's not very social. It's not the most. It's not a good party drug. It's really hard. Like recently, when I've been going out. Well, the last time I actually gone out, which is kind of embarrassing. The last time I actually probably went out was probably Amsterdam. And when I was out in Amsterdam, I was mostly on the weed. Mostly on the weed. And I had a good time. I'm not gonna lie. I had a good time, man. I brought a little pre-roll from a little coffee shop place. And I had a fucking blast on the weed. I'm not gonna lie. I had a fucking blast. I didn't expect to have one, but I had a fucking good time. Just like running that, being inside, watching all the fucking lights, closing my eyes and feeling the fucking bass. Being chatty, I was able to be chatty and stuff, hold conversations without feeling like I was gonna faint or something. So yeah, that was kind of decent. I do kind of advise doing something else than, you know, touching the old powders, because unfortunately the powders can sometimes not be your friend. They can help in a way, but they can also hinder you. They can help, but they can also hinder you. Talking about hindering people, fucking hell, Arsenal. Talking about hindering, fucking hell, Arsenal. Arsenal somehow let us slip, let their fucking control of the league slip, and now Man City are top of the league. This is the first time Man City have been top of the league, I think, since what? The first game of the season? Technically? The first game of the season. This is the first time they've been on top of the league. Arsenal let that huge lead that they had ahead of everybody else go. Loss after loss, draw after draw, and now Man City with this win today, earlier today against Burnley, they are now top of the fucking league. How quickly things change. How quickly things fucking change. And I don't know. A part of me still feels like, although, you know, I'm not the biggest Arsenal fan. You know, most United fans hate Arsenal. I am one of those people. I still feel like they're going to turn it around. Surely they're going to go on a decent run and still end up securing the Premier League at the end of the season. Surely. Man City might have a couple losses in them. They might get complacent. You hope so. But the fact that the fact that Arsenal let Man City get to this point is proof nonetheless that club is not serious, man. I knew they weren't serious from the moment I heard the fans speak after the loss against Man City anyway, the other day. Oh, the boys did well. They put in a good performance. It's not over yet. Brothers and sisters, it doesn't matter what you say after the game. What should have happened in that game was Arsenal should have won no matter what. They should have just got over the line and beat their rivals at their home ground, put a fucking, you know, put their fucking flag in the fucking ground, drew a line in the fucking ground, and let it be known that this title is ours. That would have been the biggest moment, the biggest shift. Yo, big up, who's that?
Bro, forget DJing the parade. Please DJ my wake instead. Arsenal have killed me.
Yo, big up. I don't know why it's not coming up on here, but I appreciate you. Big up, Kadir. I don't know why it's not coming up. Why can't I see this? I don't know why it's not coming up, but big up, Kadir. Thank you for the donor, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, brother, honestly, Arsenal are too much, man. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how you fans do it. I don't know how you Arsenal fans do it. Those players, that manager, the club overall, it's inexcusable. They can't let this slip. You have to go on an incredible run. You guys have to go on a fucking crazy run. You have to get it over the line. If not, they will never hear the end of this. The bottling memes will never ever end. It'll be one of the most defining moments of Arsenal's history ever if they let this league slip and they let Man City fucking secure this league. Honestly, I swear to God, it will be fucking crazy if they fucking let this league slip and they let Man City claim the league after being ahead for so fucking long. It's absolutely inexcusable. But I think the fans need to hold the players in the club to a higher standard. I think your fans are too soft. You're too kind of calm. I know us United fans can kind of panic and go like the sky is falling anytime we lose a game. But I didn't like the reaction after the fucking Man City loss. I didn't like it. I didn't like all the, yeah, we turned up. The boys did a good job. Good performance. Good effort. Like, fuck all that noise. You should have won that game. You should have fucking won that game. Or at least got a point at the end. At least a point. But losing was just basically set this up. And everybody was saying it from the time you lost that game. Oh, Man City are going to win because they're going to beat Burnley. It was a foregone conclusion. That's how big teams are. It was a foregone conclusion that Man City were going to beat Burnley. They beat Burnley. They secured their fucking, you know, they leapfrog about Arsenal and they fucking condemned Burnley to the fucking championship. 2-1. Honestly, Arsenal, get your shit together for the love of God. Get your shit together. Get your shit together. Quick update regarding the story I spoke about the other day. I'm sure most of you guys are aware, especially if you're from the UK, the horrifying story of these two Instagram models who are allegedly warring over this guy they were both dealing with, who's allegedly a UK rapper called Twiness. The fucking beef or the feud between these two girls kind of spilled over into a club. While they're at the club, they go into shouting match, arguing. After the club, they end up fighting. And in the melee or in the fight, one of the girls jumps in her car and runs over the other girl, also hitting another pedestrian. The last update that I've read online is that the girl that got run over, who people were saying was dead, Klaudia, allegedly isn't dead. She's actually on life support. Her family are asking for prayers and everything else in between, but they're not giving up hope. So allegedly she's not actually dead. She's actually still on life support. So, you know, thoughts and prayers go out to her. And then the update on the cyclist is that he wasn't a delivery driver. He was allegedly a security guard. Maybe a security guard for the club or somewhere, but he wasn't a delivery driver. He was a security guard and he was moving his bike because he saw people fighting. So he didn't want to get his bike fucked up, so he's moving his bike. Could you imagine that? That's even worse. He saw everything play out the way it was playing out. He was afraid someone might fuck up his bike. So he was trying to move it, and in the process of moving it, he also got run over, and now they're saying he has life-altering injuries. Well, the update on here, courtesy of the news, is that the woman who was behind the car or behind the wheel, ran over that lady, has now appeared in court and been charged officially. So this is the article courtesy of the BBC. 29-year-old woman has appeared in court charged with attempted murder after a car hit a pedestrian in central London on Sunday morning, leaving one woman in life-threatening condition. Gabrielle Carrington of Manchester was remanded into custody Westminster Magistrates Court, where she'll also be charged with causing grievous bodily harm, with intent and actual bodily harm, as well as drink driving. Carrington, who has over 365,000 followers on Instagram, under the handle Really UK, starred in X Factor live finals in 2013 as one of the members of Miss Dynamic. Klaudia Zakrzewska, 30, and Anush Sish, a man in his 50s, was seriously hurt, and another woman received minor injuries. The Met Police officers were called to Argyle Street in Soho at 4:30 a.m. Carrington of Broadfield Road is accused of grievous bodily harm to security guard Sish, who is said to have suffered life-changing injuries. And if you watch the fucking video, which I don't recommend you watch it, but I did watch it in slow-mo the other day, unfortunately for me, you'll see there's a moment where the security guard, when he got run over, you can see him trying to stand up, but he can't stand up. I don't know if you guys can, honestly, like, it's fucking horrifying to see. If you watch the video closely, you can see him on the floor trying to get up, but he can't get up. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means if he's paralyzed or something, but I can clearly see you can see an effort, like he's trying to bring his fucking head up, but he's not moving. He's like kind of twitching a little bit. It's fucking scary as fuck, man. Scary as fuck. Horrible as fuck. And the only really sad thing about this whole thing is that from what I, know, reading news and other past cases, when it comes to vehicular homicide or whatever, the charges aren't really that crazy. Like Ghetto, for instance, look at Getz. Getz ran over and killed that young student kid, and he got 10 years, 12 years, something like that. Do you know what I mean? You don't really get that much for some reason. I don't know why. But even if you you know, if you intentionally or not intentionally kill somebody and you're behind the wheel of a car, the sentences are never that harsh compared to if you actually maybe stab somebody or punch them. I mean, it's kind of crazy. So as sad as this is, it wouldn't surprise me if this girl ends up getting like 10 years, 8 years or something, you know? It wouldn't surprise me. When really she deserves to get like 20 plus. You know what I mean? It's absolutely crazy. She's also accused of assault, occasioning actual bodily harm against Letitia Armstrong, a third person hit by the car. She sustained a wrist injury, prosecutors Rizwan Amin told the court. But the really crazy thing is this picture. Look at this sketch of Gabrielle in the fucking courtroom. So this is the lady that's accused of running over her like rival, right? Her Instagram model rival, leaving her on fucking life support, maybe brain dead. Hopefully she's going to make a speedy recovery. Leaving a 50-year-old man with life-changing injuries, maybe paralyzed. She's in court throwing up heart signs to her family. Now, I know that's her family, different case or whatever, but does this not show that she's not serious? That she doesn't take this, she's not taking this seriously at all? Do you think it's some kind of joke? Is she still maybe a little bit high from previous night and shit? Has she still not kind of come to terms with what's actually happened? The seriousness of this fucking issue. The fact that you may potentially have, you know, taken somebody from their family. Maybe cause somebody with life-changing injuries that might affect them forever and ever. Might get to a point where, you know, it might break their family, because that happens sometimes as well when people get injured like this. And she's up here throwing heart signs to her family. So weirdly enough, this kind of gives me the feeling that she's actually enjoying the attention in a way. Which is kind of perverse, but makes sense, you know? Considering her profession, considering what, you know what I mean? It kind of makes some sense, but it's kind of crazy to think that although all the attention she's getting is really bad, because everyone's obviously calling her out for being a fucking psycho, fighting over a man, nearly killing somebody, nearly killing 2 people, all this sort of nonsense, For someone like this, the fact that she's getting any attention is good attention. The fact that she's getting any attention is a good thing. So maybe in her head, it's like, yeah, this is a good day, no matter what. Because when she comes out, in her head, she's like, yeah, although I'm going to be known for something horrible, I'm going to be more known than I ever was before I went in. Which is fucking insane to think. So, I don't know. Absolutely wild. There she is anyway, allegedly. Amin said that the scene outside the nightclub was a melee and lots of people shouting. The full extent of the incident wasn't appreciated at the time officers had attended. The court heard that Carrington had 61 micrograms alcohol per millimeter breath when tested. The legal limit is 35. Family and friends of Zakir attended the hearing. She remains in life-threatening condition hospital, Metropolitan Police said. The accused was seen making a heart sign to her friends and family in the public area as she was led out of the dock. Her next court appearance was set to 19th of May at the Old Bailey. David Maloney, Deputy Crown Prosecutor of the CPS in North London, said, "We remind all concerned that proceedings against the defendant are active and she has the right to a fair trial." So I guess there are people out there, there are some people saying that this Klaudia girl who's on life support, hopefully she gets well, wishing her a speedy recovery. Some people are saying that she kind of brought it upon herself, because there is a section of the video where it kind of looks like Gabrielle was getting rushed or getting kind of ganged up on by some of Claudia's friends. She wasn't there, but it looks like 2 of Claudia's friends kind of jumped her and started fighting her. So some people are saying that she defended herself. I don't think that's true, personally, because defending yourself in that instance would mean running over the people that actually were hitting you. In the actual video, 2 girls are kind of gripping her up, and then she jumps in, then those 2 girls leave her alone, then she jumps into her car. Claudia makes the mistake of walking past her car, and then she runs her over. So she ran over kind of the wrong person in a way. Then when she got out of the car, if I'm not mistaken, she pulls Claudia's head up, thinking she was okay, thinking she was just, you know, whatever, and started to like shout. I think that she realized when she pulled her head up, she was dead, or that she was, you know, close to fucking whatever. So I'm not just sure how that's going to play out in court. I'm not just sure how it's playing out, because I think it might be different if you're in the car and people are trying to pull you out of your car, and then you put your foot on the pedal and you end up running over somebody. That you maybe kind of can chalk up to self-defense. But when you're fighting somebody, then they stop fighting you, then you jump in your car, run them over, get out your car, try and fight them again. That shows it's a little bit premeditated. So I doubt they're going to be able to get away with that one. But there are some people, her friends especially, saying that that was a defense that they might try and put out there. And I think Young Spray from RTM podcast and shit, he was one of the people that's kind of championing that kind of theory, because I guess they're friends and they know each other. and he was basically saying, yeah, that she basically was rushed. She basically was ganged up on. She tried to defend herself. So whatever happened because, you know, she felt her life was in danger too, which I think is a little bit of a stretch. But hey, I guess we'll wait and see how it plays out. Here's the update courtesy of the family of Klaudia. This is from somebody called King ABW. Let's press here. It says, there is still hope, we pray. My dear family and friends, I'm asking from the deepest place. This allegedly is Claudia's mum. I'm asking from the deepest place in my heart. Please keep my beautiful daughter Klaudia in your prayers right now. She is my angel, my world, my everything. And she needs all the love, strength, and healing we can send her. Please lift her up in your prayers for comfort, protection, and strength during this difficult time. Your love and support mean the world to me, mean more to me than words can express. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, Claudia's mum. So Claudia's mum's out here asking for prayers, clearly still hoping that she pulls through. And we're all hoping that she pulls through too. So prayers go out to Klaudia. Hopefully she makes it on the other side. Another person, this is one of Claudia's friends allegedly, said the following. This person called Sarah Honeys. I woke up in the morning to my DMs going crazy for the last 48 hours. I just want to clear up a few things and speak from the heart. I'm not Claudia's best friend. I'm not going to pretend to be closer to her than I am, but I am her friend, and we have always moved within the same circle with nothing but love. Some of my closest are like family to her, so I can only speak from what we are told and from a place we are standing all right now. A few days ago, people closest to her were called to come and say their goodbyes. They left the hospital around 3 a.m. believing that was the end, believing Klaudia had passed. That's why by the morning, so many people were posting tributes saying rest in peace. But what I believe happened is that when they were preparing to turn her off, Klaudia began breathing on her own independently. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. What a miracle. What a miracle if true. They were about to fucking unplug her. They were about to turn her off from life support, and she started breathing on her own. Fucking hell. Because that's exactly who she is. She's a fighter. She's a warrior. So they put her back on life support, and somewhere along the line, the updated information wasn't passed on. That's how so many people were left believing she was gone. But honestly, none of that matters now. What matters is this. Klaudia is alive. She's breathing on her own. And right now, this is everything. As a community, whether you know her personally, whether you're her friend of her, or whether you're somebody that come across her story, let's pray. Pray for her healing. Pray for her strength. Pray for her full recovery. Pray that she comes back to life she had before this accident happened. Pray so powerfully with so much love that God has no choice but to hear us. Because the girl does not deserve this. She deserves life. She deserves joy. She deserves another chance to love, to keep being exactly who she is. And I can all hear right now, it's her voice giggling saying, you know me, I love the spotlight, I just had to cause a little drama. And honestly, this is exactly how I want to hear her again, laughing, funny, full of light, just being Klaudia. So yeah, her friends are rallying around. That's good to hear that they're keeping up the hopes, keeping up spirits high. Let's hope that actually goes through and she ends up pulling through on the other side. This is the news of the victim. This is the man that also was the second victim there. Get well soon to him. Anush, what's his name? Anush Chasey or Anush Casey or Chasey. The man who run over at Gabriel Carrington outside nightclub in Mayfair. He suffered life-changing injuries. Again, man, he made, you know, just one simple thing of trying to move your bike. One simple thing of trying to move your bike away from all the fucking noise, away from all the fucking drama, away from all the fight and hullabaloo. And then suddenly now you may be in a position where you might not be able to walk again or something. So again, prayers to him as well. Hopefully he makes a speedy recovery too. And hopefully his injuries aren't that grave either. But the really shocking part about this story is this Cursia bouncer. The really sad part about this story is this Cursia bouncer. Have you heard this section? About allegedly some guy taking the jewelry off of Klaudia while she was on the floor fighting for her life. After this girl got run over, they're saying that there was a guy on the side in the video. You can see him allegedly kneeling down and taking off jewelry that Klaudia was wearing. Necklaces and bracelets, all that malarkey. Can you imagine how much of a sicko you have to be to do that? Can you imagine how much of a sicko you have to be to do that? Seeing somebody literally hanging on for dear life, suffering from grave injuries after just being run over, and you're there trying to peel her necklace off and jewelry and shit. People, man. God almighty. People.
When we saw that mad video, I know everyone is traumatized. There was a guy in the video, and please watch this, guys.
Just deeped as well on this whole video of the girls passing. is one of the boys has even stolen from the girl. Like, I'm gonna post the video anyway, or people already seen the video, but the video that I've just watched again, you can see a man has gone and picked up, could have been like her bangle, could have been like a little Van Cleef, could have been like her Cartier bangle. Like,
so what she's saying is in the video, and no one came to help. Oh, it's disgusting. In the video, someone's just come and just picked up something and kept it moving. It's crazy, isn't it?
I shouldn't laugh, but it is kind of insane. It is kind of insane if that's true. It's absolutely insane. The first thought in your mind is to pick up the fucking bracelet. Not to call medical services or ambulances, not to tender care or whatever, nothing. Just to fucking steal a bracelet. God almighty, God almighty. But yeah, get well soon to Klaudia. Hoping she makes a speedy recovery. And yeah, man, just a crazy situation all around. A really crazy situation all around. But there, I have seen some other clips and stuff of other people that were at the club. And allegedly this Gabrielle girl was she was on smoke the whole night, allegedly. There was a couple of other girls saying that they nearly got into a fight with her the same night. So she was just looking for an excuse to do something to somebody. It's just unfortunate this Klaudia girl was the one that was obviously at the end of it. So hoping she makes a speedy recovery. Hopefully that young lady makes a speedy recovery, because Jesus Christ, man, crazy. And from one horrifying story to another horrifying story, allow me, we will get onto some brighter things in a minute. To one horrifying story to another horrifying story. There's an update regarding the David case. An autopsy of Celeste Rivas' body has been made public. And yeah, man, it's pretty tragic. It's pretty fucking gruesome. The autopsy of Celeste Rivas, a 14-year-old girl that was murdered and left in the front of the car registered to flipping David. And obviously he's at the center of this whole case and has been charged with her murder. Yeah, the autopsy is fucking gruesome. It's fucking gruesome. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. Hopefully there's justice for this young girl too. But the autopsy is pretty fucking dark. I'm not going to lie. Kershaw Sky News. Singer David's alleged murder victim died from penetrating injuries post-mortem finds. The 14-year-old girl who was allegedly murdered by singer David died from multiple penetrating injuries caused by objects. The 21-year-old musician, whose real name is David Anthony Burke, had been under investigation by the grand jury after a dismembered and decomposed body of Celeste Rivas Hernandez was found in a car registered to him in September. He was arrested last Thursday and charged with Miss Hernandez's murder. The girl's death was ruled a homicide in the post-mortem report by the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office. It found she had significant wounds to her torso, likely caused by a sharp object. Her body was so degraded that experts could not establish her eye color. Ay, 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 ay. And some parts of her body were missing. The report published on Wednesday had been blocked from release for months. A judge had ordered the report to be sealed in November at the request of law enforcement, but prosecutors agreed to allow it to be released. The victim's parent, Jesus Rivas and Mercedes Martinez, paid tribute to her, saying she was a beautiful, strong girl who loved to sing and dance. We love her very much, and we always told us that she loved us. We miss her deeply, they said. Prosecutors allege Burke killed the girl because she threatened to report that he had sexual relationships that began when she was 13 years old, and he feared that it would ruin his rising career. A criminal complaint alleges that he killed her with a sharp object and dismembered the body about 2 weeks later. And you know what people are finding out now? People are finding TikTok clips, right? People are finding TikTok clips that align with the kind of date range that the prosecutors are saying that he killed her. And some of these clips are fucking horrifying. Like, he's like celebrating at home, dancing around, singing and shit. And they're able to kind of correlate, oh, this was around the time that he allegedly may have driven to some place to go and, you know, fucking dismember a body and shit. LA County Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Uday C. Okpo. After several months, I'm grateful this information can now be released, not only to the public, but also to the grieving family enduring loss. It is unfathomable that they had to wait this long to learn what happened to their daughter. But the details are the worst. The details of it are the fucking worst. They're saying, right, this is obviously a graph showing all of her injuries. all over her body and shit. But the really horrifying bit is that they're saying that a part of her finger, I guess maybe her fucking the finger next to your fucking pinky, right? Inside, right? The finger next to her middle finger. They're saying that or the engagement finger, they're saying that finger had a tattoo that said David on the inside. And they're saying that finger was cut. A part of her finger was missing, and it coincided with that finger being the finger that she had the David tattoo on. So they're alleging that he cut her finger off. So I guess to conceal the tattoo, maybe not make her body recognizable. I don't know. That's what they're saying. How crazy is that? How fucking crazy. The medical examiner also says that her left ring and pinky finger were amputated, but the body diagram shows that her right pointed finger with the was intact. The body was badly decomposed. Her head was partially skeletonized with an absent left eye. Fucking hell. You can go from loving somebody so deeply to doing this to them is fucking crazy. But it just doesn't get lost on me. I think, am I the only person that's kind of feeling like there's a lack of like focus on the fact that she was 14 years old? They decided allegedly hooking up when she was 13. And I guess the whole entire time, or maybe on the side, the prosecutors were putting a case together against him for, I guess, pedo shit. And he must have got wind of it and tried to silence her because she was obviously the one victim in the fucking case. But I feel like the people don't talk about that too often. It's not spoken about often enough that this guy was a legit pedo. She was 13 years old when they got together. 13. Died when she was 14. Crazy, man. Crazy how that just gets like... People just kind of skirt past that. I guess, obviously, the murder itself is gruesome, but the fact that she was that young is absolutely wild that he kind of got away with that, you know? And it wasn't like he was hiding. It wasn't like they were hiding. They were on stream together, did clips together. She was at the shows, in the green rooms. Like, the music industry is a dark place, man. Yeah, more autopsy details have released for the Seth Rivas case. Multiple penetrating injuries, amputated left ring and pinky finger, severely decomposed body and head partially skeletonized, as I mentioned. The ME says that there are two. So the cause of death has been revealed. The medical examiner says she was killed by multiple penetrating injuries of the torso, and the smooth edges would represent the sharp forces, and the wound was 3 to 4 inches length of the upper abdomen and penetrates the liver and the left chest with disruption of the adjacent ribs as well. Fucking crazy. And he's also aged a lot as well, which makes sense considering the amount of stress he's probably been under, you know, trying to fucking get away with everything. So yeah, what a fucking psycho. One absolute fucking psycho. Hopefully he gets the entire book thrown at him. Because that's fucking crazy. It's an absolutely wild situation all in. But yeah, like I said, they were on stream together and shit, man. They were on stream together back in the day. Like on stream together, like nothing. You know what I mean? Like it was completely normal for a fucking 20-year-old to be hanging out with a fucking 14-year-old.
I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one.
Bye guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my! Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. I media.
So yeah, fucking shocking, man. Shocking state of affairs. Shocking. Absolutely shocking state of affairs. Hey yo, brothers and sisters. Who knew? This person tweeted, right, with this clip. This person tweeted, sex tourism is surreal. Who knew being hot and sexy and flirty would count as sex tourism? Why does that count? Why is it sex tourism if you're just hot, sexy, and flirty? What's the problem with being hot, sexy, and flirty and meeting other hot, sexy, and flirty people on holiday? What's wrong with that?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Joby, Cleito Joby. Emanuel.
Manuel, madre mía.
¿Hablas español?
Sí, ¿de dónde eres?
Acá.
Carioca.
No. Brasil, but English.
Ah, sí.
Soy brasileño.
Wow. ¿Y tú?
Brasiliano, Salvador.
¿De Salvador? Salvador.
Maceo.
Muy guapo, muy sexy, muy safadinho. ¿Enamorado? ¿No? ¿Por qué?
Libre.
¡Ah! Yo quiero para mí eso. Madre mía. ¿Tienes Instagram?
Sí.
Ah, sí. Dale. Soy ese. Escríbeme. Encantado. Hasta luego. Está guapo.
Hey, yo, I need to get hot and sexy, man. I need to get fucking hot and sexy. I need to get fucking hot and sexy by any means necessary. I need to get hot and sexy. Whether that means I gotta take Manjaro or Zempic, Retatrutide, TRT, whatever. I've gotta get fucking hot and sexy. I've gotta get hot and sexy. I want a human to look at me the way these guys are looking at each other. You know how they're looking at each other? They're looking at each other. You know, like when it's like a hot summer's day and your friend's gone ice lolly and you don't have one. You know when it's like a hot summer's day and your friend's gone ice lolly and you don't have one. That's how they're looking at each other. They're looking at each other like human ice lollies on a hot summer's day. They're parched. They're thirsty. They're flustered. They're just, do you know what I mean? They need some cooling down. And the cooling down that they need is in each other's panties, you know? That's the cooling down they've got. They need each other's lollipops. And I don't mean frozen icicles. I don't mean frozen icicles. I mean flacids, you know? I mean, is it Felix? Or whatever the medical term is. I mean a Felix or whatever the fucking term is. I need to be hot and sexy ASAP. I need to be hot and sexy. I need to be wearing extra small. I need to be wearing extra small Speedos. I need to wear extra small Speedos at the beach with my abs out, V out, chest out, and all that in between. I need that ASAP. I need that fucking ASAP because God almighty, what a life. What a life it must be, man, to just walk around looking like this, breathing like this, hanging out like this. It must be fucking fun. It must be fucking fun. But I have heard or seen online, Brazil, that particular beach, wherever they are, is like the fucking Colombia for like gay men. You know, it's the fucking Colombia for gay men. Like they fucking love it. That's where the top tier fucking gays go with their body out and shit and all the other everything else in between. But I have also read there's a weird like colorism thing allegedly in Brazil. Not sure if that's true or not. There's some colorism issues with Brazilians where sometimes the black Brazilians are maybe looked down upon, or sometimes the mixed and the lighter ones or whatnot are seen as a higher caliber, whatever. There's some weird colorism thing going on. But I do remember hearing from one particular girl that I knew from one of my old social groups when I used to go out in Dawson. She was actually from Brazil. And I remember her saying kind of categorically that growing up in Brazil as a girl or just in general is really difficult. There's a lot of like, you know, comments on bodies and shit. It's like you're constantly reminded what you look like by your aunties and your uncles and shit, friends and family. It's a constant pressure to look really good because obviously people in fucking Brazil look fucking really good. So you constantly have to keep on the up and up. And I can't, so imagine that with straights. With gays, it's already crazy, right? With gays, it's already crazy. Like body image and looks and whatnot are a huge part of the gay identity culture, especially with a certain kind of age group, maybe certain type of scene. I can only imagine how much, like imagine if it's competitive in like a hipster city like London to be a gay guy. Imagine how competitive it must be in a super kind of like, what's that word called? A super kind of like, you know, whatever vein, whatever place like fucking Brazil where people care a lot about their looks and shit. It must be doubly hard to kind of navigate that field if maybe you don't look conventionally attractive. And by conventionally attractive, that just means having pecs and abs. If you don't have pecs and abs, you know what I mean? What do you do? What do you do if you don't have pecs and abs and you're a gay guy in Brazil? What do you do? You just give up. I'm sure there are guys who actually are into that, but if you can walk down the beach and pick up guys that look like this, why would you bother picking up guys that don't have this? If kind of like most people look like this, you know, why wouldn't you? Fucking crazy. But big up everybody out there that's hot and sexy. Big up all my gay niggas out there that are hot and sexy. I need to get just like you. I need to get just like you. I need to get just like you. Talking about being just like you. Talking about being just like you. News has been announced courtesy of Brandon. I saw it first on Brandon's Twitter, so I'm gonna give him credit. He's a great fucking resource for sneaker information and shit. He's actually called the Sneaker Information Guy. Big up Brandon on Twitter. Brandon 1A1, is it? Brandon 1AN. Brandon 1AN, all one word. Brandon 1AN, all one word. He said Nigo and John Takahashi have teamed up to release a pair of Nike Air Force Ones to celebrate their iconic Last Orgy 2 magazine column from the 90s. This is the first Air Force One to use Nike's new 2001 retro cut. They're set to release next month, $150 with an apparel collection. Whoever was involved at Nike with the decision to, number one, bring back the 2001 cut of the Air Force One, one of the best silhouettes probably, apart from the actual OG. The 2001 cut with a really sleek and kind of like parallel flat sort of like mudguard shape, like just brilliant. Whoever was in charge of bringing back that retro shape, you deserve a pat on the back and a round of applause. Sorry. Whoever was also responsible for tapping up John Takahashi and Nigo to kind of help relaunch this retro. That's what Nike do, right? When Nike put out a new silhouette, or when Nike retro a new shoe, or when Nike put out a new retro, they usually launch it with a collaboration, and then later down the line we get a GR. So so even if you miss out on these particular shoes, don't worry. Later down the year we will get more GRs in that particular 2001 cut. But to marry up this drop with this particular collection is just brilliant. It's probably the best way you could reintroduce that particular cut, with the exception of maybe retroing some Code.jp colorways, or maybe retroing some other collabs with some other stores from back in the day also. But this is probably the best way you could have done it. The best way, especially when you think about the legacy of the Air Force One and the influence it had on Nigo and his design of the Bapesters. Because if you remember, some of you guys that are properly clocked in, that are properly locked in, you'll remember when Nigo originally designed the Bapesters, they were made to the exact specification cut of the 2001 Air Force One. Because by that time, Nike already moved on from that silhouette, or from that particular cut, that particular that particular mold. And they started to make another shape, which, you know, the one that we have now is a bit shit. So the original Bapester was based on that older model, that older shape, that 2001 cut, that one that everybody fucking likes. Then over the years, when Nike started to hit Bape with lawsuits and shit, if I remember correctly, Nigo went behind the scenes, went back to the drawing board, maybe alongside with fucking Skate Thing, who was also a large part of the early success of Bape, and they made the tweaks on the fucking Bapesters. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was somewhere like 11 or 20 something. There's like 11 or 21 little tweaks and alterations made to the silhouette of the Bapester, that although from the naked eye they look quite similar to Air Force Ones, if you actually inspected them, they're very different. But then over time, Bape got a bit lackadaisical and thought Nike weren't taking them, you know, weren't really bothering them too much, and they went back to that cut again. Nike resued them again. There's been a back and forth, and I think they settled recently. So this is a really cool kind of full circle moment of Nigo being inspired to make the Bapesters because of Nike Code.jp shapes, and then making them in all these colorways that Nike would have never fucking released, right? That's part of the reason why the Bapesters were so successful. It wasn't because the Bapesters were hard, which they were. They were hard mostly because we wanted those colorways on Nikes, but Nike would never release those colorways. Apart from some pattern stuff here and there, some of the colorways that Nigo was putting out on Bapesters were fucking out of this world. So it's fucking full circle to now come back around and do a collaboration with Nike alongside John Takahashi, with your store, with this kind of like store nowhere, Last Orgy 2, that column in the magazine they did, but just fucking phenomenal. The storytelling around this phenomenon. I'm not really the biggest fan of storytelling in Nike shoes and shit. I think it can sometimes be a little bit overdone, but the storytelling on this particular collection is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So big up John Takahashi on those ones. So let's actually look through the actual article. This is courtesy of Nike Newsroom. This is the official article courtesy of the Nike Newsroom that kind of breaks it all down. Nike and Nigo kick off an Air Force One World Tour, debuting his first style of the iconic silhouette. Weirdly enough, I don't think there's a mention of Bape, is there? Is there a mention of Bape on here? Is there a mention of Bape? No, there's no Bape mentioned. There's no ape, nothing. Okay, it's really funny how they did that. They kind of not mentioned no Bape, no ape. I wonder if that's like a legal thing. Anyway, let's read the article. But before we read the article, look at that picture. Look at that picture. If you zoom in, you'll see last Orgy 2, right? LO2 on the insole. But if you zoom in on the fucking tag, look what they done on the tag. It would have been better if they did like John and they did Nigo. That would have been so fucking cool. But on one side of the Air Force One, it says Nike Air Force One. And on the other logo, it says Nigo Air. To kind of tie in a little bit with his ongoing collection. But it would have been really cool if they did John and they did Nigo. That would have been really fucking cool. Right? John Takahashi or something. That would have been really fucking cool. But still, it looks fucking amazing. The leather quality on them. You can just tell they look fucking amazing too. Ah! Anyway, let's just go. Nike and Nigo are at it again. Debuting their first several exclusive styles of what? The first of several. So there's more coming. The first of several styles of the Air Force One that call to mind the Japanese artists' long-standing influence across fashion. Nigo's first take on the iconic Nike silhouette draws from its origin story. I love this. Nigo's first take on the iconic origin story and magazine column he had with Nike partner John Takahashi, made famous in the early 1990s, titled Last Orgy 2. But they don't say Orgy, they say LO2. Now the revered reference point in Japanese culture, Last Orgy 2 was an outlet for Nigo and John to share their taste in fashion and design, setting the foundation for their landmark Nowhere boutique in Tokyo's Harajuku district. You do have no idea. You guys have no idea how obsessed I was with that particular era of streetwear. I bought so many fucking Asayan magazines from Yahoo JP. Big up Yahoo JP. Big up Bid Service. I think I must use one of those sites. I bought so many dusty. I've got so many here. Covers with fucking Nigo in the front. Like, I can't even fucking read Japanese. All full of fucking links and stuff and articles and whatever else it may be. Just so I could get a better idea of what Nowhere was about. Because it was one of those things that there wasn't much information, especially in English language, around the store that Nigo and John first kind of started off in. And if I'm not mistaken, Hiroshi Fujiwara came along towards the end. So Hiroshi Fujiwara, the godfather of streetwear, John Takahashi went on to obviously do Undercover and everything else in between. And Nigo, what he did at Bape, they all kind of started together in that one particular store. Obviously the store was mostly John and Nigo, but then Hiroshi Fujiwara came towards the end. And it was kind of like, I guess it was like what we deem to be like a modern select store nowadays. It was kind of a smaller scale version of what you would describe Dover Street Market to be. And I remember for seeing pictures of the inside, it was mostly all wooden interior in terms of the shelves and stuff, and the walls had a really great fucking sign and door, but it was very hard to get information on it. Very, very hard to get information on what they were doing. And most of what they were sold in there, if I'm not mistaken, all came from Nigo and John from going from vintage fucking halls, going on their travels, especially Hiroshi Fujiwara. He's one of the first people to kind of venture out to the States and grabbing a bunch of stuff in the States. But this back when stuff was region Pacific. So you would have certain Nikes and stuff that was only sold in America, that was getting shipped back to fucking Japan to be sold in the store, and vice versa. Fucking phenomenal era of streetwear. One of the best eras of fucking streetwear. Maybe the only thing that comes close to beating that era might be that fucking LA era with the hundreds and whatnot. That was a really kind of fun time as well, you could imagine. Maybe also the birth of like Supreme in New York during that time as well, in the 90s. That probably was a good time as well, when what's it called, Nom de Guerre was around, and what's the fucking store, Union was there originally. That was fucking brilliant. But honestly, what an era of streetwear. The influence of Last Orgy 2 and Nowhere are evident in Nigo's first Nike Air Force One silhouette, which is a wash with a sail and loyal blue, color matched with the original Nowhere sign from the destination storefront. Nigo worked with Nike designers to bring back the sleeker vintage look of the 2001 Nike Air Force One. Honestly, so what was Nigo the one responsible for bringing back this retro? Or were Nike already gonna do the retro, and then they kind of tapped Nigo and John to do it together? Judging from this article, it makes it sound like Nigo was the one that said, "Hey, let's bring back this retro. Let's retro the shoe, but let's retro it with the original mold from the 2001 Air Force One, which is one of the most favored ones for most sneaker collectors and, Air Force One fanatics like myself and others, which features a more narrow toe box, a more athletic fit that will be used throughout the Nigo and Nike Air Force One journey." Wow, there's more coming. Oh my god. So this is a special one for the fucking Last Orgy 2, but there's more separate Nigo Nike Air Force Ones coming. So he's gonna get a chance to maybe make some of those crazy loud Bapester colorways on an Air Force One. Oh please God, please. Because now his silhouette or now his color palette at Human Made is a lot more like muted, right? It's not as loud, but I hope for the sake just of the story, for the sake of the story, for the sake of the lore, I hope he just gives us at least one or two Larry Bapestar-esque fucking colorways on an Air Force One, especially with that 2001 cut. Oh, get your cocks out, get your fucking cocks out. A patent leather upper pays homage to the fresh colors and the materials he popularized early in his career, of course, with Bape. But they can't mention that. Last Orgy 2 graphics on the foxing sock liner reinforce the silhouette's authentic connection to the Japanese counterculture, fashion and design. Nike Air branding feature distinguishes his first Air Force One, and exclusive packaging underscores his record of cultural innovation. The quote, "As far as I know, the Nike Air Force One's one of the only silhouettes in the world that can truly be called a timeless classic," says Nigo. "I never imagined in my dreams that one day I'll be able to express my own style through the Air Force One." Pairing seamlessly with Nigo's first Air Force Ones are the Last Orgy 2 coach's jacket and t-shirt that call to mind the colors and the style of dress Nigo introduced in the early 1990s. The apparel collection is based on Last Orgy's 2 pieces, which were making back in 1973, says Nigo. For people who weren't around then, it will be feel fresh and new. For those who know the era, it will evoke a sense of nostalgia. Yeah, I love that, by the way. It'll be something fresh and new to the kids, and there'll be a sense of nostalgia for the fucking boomers like myself. Future Nike and Nigo Air Force Ones and forthcoming styles will be drawn upon Nigo's friends and history and be brought to life on a multi-continent, multi-seasonal journey. The Nike Nigo Air Force One and apparel collection will launch exclusively on May 1st at the Design Museum in London. Oh my god, really? It's because I decided on Nigo from Japan with love. Before widely launching on May 2nd. I'm here. I'm fucking here. I'm going to that fucking thing. Oh my god, they're going to be dropping at that fucking exhibition. Nigo from Japan with love at the Design Museum. Wow. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And here's some pictures here, courtesy of Nike. Some more images and shit. You've got one of the original spreads of the Last Orgy 2 column. From, I think the magazine was Asayan that they originally did them in. And you can see John Takahashi and fucking Nigo actually wearing a pair. I don't know if are they actually Air Force Ones or Dunks? I always thought they were Dunks. Are they Dunks or Air Force Ones? Oh, the Air Force 2. Okay, they're not even Air Force Ones. They're actually, what they call it? Is it Air Force 2s? Oh, the Air Force 2. Okay, they took the color of the Air Force 2. It's an Air Force 2 if I'm not mistaken, right? No, sorry, not plain. It's a Nike Air Force 2, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that must be why Nigo. Oh, that must be why he did. Okay, that explains why he did the collection with those. Now I get it. Now I get why Nigo did the collection and he did these. Okay, yeah, the Air Force 2s. So I guess they've taken the Air Force 2 color and applied to Air Force 1. That obviously ties into the Bape history. But that also explains why Nigo did these with Nike recently. He brought these back, right? Oh no, the Air Force 3, sorry. He did on the Air Force 3. So they're wearing Air Force 2 in that. So he's done everything. He's done a 2. He's done a 2. No, he didn't do a 2. No, he wore the 2 originally in the actual Last Orgy 2 spread. Now he's obviously doing an Air Force 1, and he's done an Air Force 3 with Human Made, or kind of, with Nigo, with not with Human Made, but more of a Nigo thing. That's actually kind of cool. But honestly, this sort of stuff was so hard to find. But I guess Nigo and stuff probably have all this stuff in their archives. But look at that silhouette, man. Look at that shape. Look at that shape. Look at that fucking shape. So fucking cool. So fucking cool. So let's look at the other bits of material. Nigo first, second Air Force 1 draws an origin story. The column he and John Takahashi had made famous in the early 1990s. I've also heard they're also bringing back the Gaiokusu. The Gaiokusu collection from John Takahashi is also coming back too. That was also coming back as well. I can't wait for that one. This is one. What this is pairing seamlessly. This is like this is an original spread, right? I think so. This might be this partly an original spread. You see Nigo and John there. Nigo and John issue. You've got the t-shirts that are also going to be available. Some figurines and shit. Let's actually read. What's the blurb say? The blurb says. I want to read the blurb. What the fuck? What does the fucking blurb say? Let me read some of this blurb because this looks so fucking good. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get my hands on this shit. I'm going to be at the exhibition as well. Nigo and Takahashi LO2 column and Nowhere storefront set the tone for fashion and design in Japan and beyond in the 1990s, carrying on the legacy and influence of the Profit projects, and Nike and Nigo partnered to debut the exclusive collection with the Air Force One. The collection, so it's not really a John Takahashi one, it's mostly a Nigo thing, but obviously John's included because Last Orgy 2. The collection sees the return of the 2001 Air Force One, featuring a more narrow toe box and athletic fit. Color match to the original Nowhere signature signage, and reimagined Air Force One emphasizes the bold sail and loyal blue. The pattern leather upper noted the early career, which was full of creative experimentation and color. The silhouette is also finished off with LO2 and Nigo Air branding to further distinguish it from the unique place of the lineage of footwear franchise. The Air Force One pairs seamlessly with a set of apparel pieces, including an LO2 Last Orgy 2 coach's jacket, t-shirt, and that calls to Nigo's early fashion sensibility. Yeah, the coach's jacket is a legendary piece, man. Legendary streetwear piece. And then the other bit of the fucking article, let me read a little bit of this one as well. This spread. I love how people are going back to this, by the way, creating these like fake magazine spreads. It's fucking awesome. Because I've got so many of these magazines down there that I haven't actually flicked through again. I need to flick through. Maybe with a blog as well. Penned by Hiroshi Fujiwara and Kan Takagi, the godfathers of streetwear. The Last Orgy column in Takagajimi magazine provided commentary on the music, fashion, and culture, with particular focus on hip-hop, punk, and skate scene. So basically, this is an early Substack, really, right? This was an early Substack. But what I loved about them, they actually wrote stuff. I remember back in the day, even when they had their fucking Honey blog. It was one of those kind of places where they kind of just spoke about stuff that they were generally into. Nothing was paid or sponsored. It'll be stuff that they were all generally fucking into, which I fucking loved. No one does that now anyway. Everything's fucking paid. Everything's fucking endorsed. No one just like writes about things that they're generally fucking into. When Nigo and Takahashi took over the column, they dubbed it the next iteration, The Last Orgy 2. They continued the conversations around the counterculture and their obsessions with fashion and design, which helped set the foundation for their store Nowhere. The landmark shop in Harajuku, the then burgeoning destination for the fashion tastemakers, and sold exclusive pieces including Undercover, a bathing ape, their respective clothing lines. What started out as a friendship grew into a strong bond and set the stage for global recognition. Nigo Takahashi's latest collection is a homage to the days of Last Orgy 2. The collection delivers on a signature cool, infusing iconic Nike pieces like the Air Force One with a playful tone. Their work continues to culminate and will be celebrated at the Design Museum London with the exhibition of Nigo from Love. Cannot wait for this exhibition, man. Now I'm definitely hyped for this exhibition. But look at that. Nigo and Jutta Nowhere store, 1993 to 2000. What an era, man. What a fucking era. That Last Orgy's 2 fucking coach's jacket as well is fucking phenomenal. I cannot wait to get a hold of some of this shit. But look at that silhouette of that Air Force One. Look at that silhouette. The biggest thing to tell from a 2001 Air Force One is this particular section here. If you're not really familiar with sneakers, you wouldn't necessarily care. But this toe box section here, how flat that is, and how parallel that is to the ground. This particular mudguard section here, the narrow fit of the toe box, the almost triangular fit here, where it doesn't kind of like, usually on most Air Force Ones, they kind of go a bit flat there and then they go up. This kind of like triangular ramp, kind of like diagonal line that goes from the top all the way to the front of the toe box, all the way to the top of the tongue. That's one of the classic signs that you've got a really nice silhouette of a fucking Air Force One there. Fucking beautiful. The patent as well looks fucking gorgeous. The leather, I guess it's patent on this mudguard bit here, toe box bit, the eye lace stays, the heel and the swoosh. But then this bit here, the section and the toe box, they're made out of leather. Just regular tumbled leather, I think there. White midsole, blue outsole, contrast and stitching on the foxing. Beautiful. Beautiful. They killed it, man. But this detail with the tongue is so fucking well done as well. Nigo Air, Nike Air. So well done. Look at the quality of the leather as well on the sides here. I love the mix of like patent leather and like regular leather. I think that's going to give it a really nice little look. The embroidery, it's embroidered on the back as well. The little logo on the back is embroidered in very, very thick embroidery on the heel. You got LO standing for Last Orgy. And on the other side, you got 2. Oh, they also brought back the old box as well. Wow. Nigo's first, second, Air Force One includes exclusive packaging that underscores the record of cultural event. Yeah, they brought back the old box. The old night. This is what the box used to, the orange and brown boxes in that era. That used to be so fucking cool, man. That's amazing. They brought back the original boxes as well. And that's the last Orgy's 2 fucking coach's jacket. The Nike switch kind of ruins it a little bit. Not gonna lie, the Nike switch here kind of ruins it. But I guess the reason why they did that, it's kind of like a flip on the 2. So you know how you have the little 2 on O2? I guess they kind of did a flip, and instead of doing the 2, it's a swoosh. But I think it kind of ruins it a little bit. Kind of ruins it. Maybe just LO and stuff, but still. And then I guess on the hang tag, you've also got the low or the wash tag, whatever, the label tag on the jacket. You've also got the old school Nike sportswear, orange swoosh, blue kind of font tag as well there as well in the woven tag, which kind of harkens back to that particular era as well. And obviously the coach's jacket in that nice blue tint as well is fucking brilliant. And on the inside, which is really cool, I like that flip, by the way. On the inside of the jacket, it says Large Orgies 2 Fuel for Next Generation on the inside. I actually might wear mine inside out. I'm not going to lie. I might wear mine inside out. When I get mine, I might wear mine inside out just for the fucking lols. Because that looks fucking great. I love it. And again, harkens back to a particular era in kind of Japanese streetwear, or streetwear in general. Especially, well, Japanese brand more so. They love to put like random words on the back of jackets and jeans and shit. Usually kind of like poorly translated, but still, it kind of got the point across. Last Orgy 2, Fuel for the Next Generation. Love it. It's just encouraging everyone to bust and to goon. I fucking love it. And on the back, you've got the 2 and t-shirts, same thing. Last Orgy 2 at the back. Fucking brilliant. Honestly, so well done. Cannot wait to get this when it drops. Dropping May 1st and then May 2nd everywhere else. May 1st at the exhibition here in London, and then May 2nd Human Made JP and Undercover Store. So it's gonna be an Asia exclusive basically. I'm not sure it's gonna come out on sneakers. It might be an Asia exclusive. They're dropping exclusively at the Nigo exhibition here in London, and then they're gonna be dropping on. Oh yeah, so I guess you could technically buy them on humanmade.jp when they drop internationally and stuff. But they're gonna be hard to get a hold of. It looks like. Looks like they're gonna be hard to get hold of. Looks like they're gonna be hard to get hold of, man. But yeah, can't wait. That 2001 silhouette is everything to me. It's everything. The last pair of 2001s that I had actually were these. I think I posted about them on my thing. The last pair of 2001s I had were these ones here. Where are they? There. Yeah, that's the ones. The last pair of 2001 Air Force One silhouettes I had were the 3M Snakes. I regret. I sold them because they were too small. I think I got them in like a 9. I had them in like a size 9 or 9.5. And obviously I'm now a legit US 11. Or UK 11, sorry. But that's the last sort of shape that was similar to 2001. As you can see, you got that parallel sort of like mud, toe box mudguard sort of section here that runs perpendicular to the ground. You got that nice silhouette. Obviously, this one, because there's not only tissue inside it, but as you can tell, it kind of goes flat all the way here onto the top. It's fucking gorgeous. The silhouette, the cut of it is so fucking well done. So congrats or props to fucking Nigo for bringing back that silhouette. That's really going to make a big difference. You got some most people. Big up Louis Sakani also mentioned the thing about Bape, noticing also that Nike chose not to reference Bape in the promotional material when discussing why Nigo's Air Force One makes use of patent leather, instead writing nods to his early career, which was full of creative experimentation, color and materiality. You know, which makes sense. We know what the deal is. The people that know. Obviously, the patent comes from fucking Bape. We know Wagwan. Here's an old video of Nigo talking about his collaboration with Jay-Z for the Japan exclusive Bape t-shirt promoting the Blueprint 2, the gift and the curse. Look at some of this like graphics and stuff. Like this would look good nowadays with everybody kind of harkening back to the 90s and early 2000s. You make a promotional video or you film a video with a camera from this sort of era, it would kind of come up obviously this way. It would look fucking amazing. Looking back, this looks so fresh, so cool. Nigo is the coolest, honestly. Nigo's the fucking, and I think he's wearing a Bape style leather jacket, if I'm not mistaken too, with covered in the stars, like in stitching all over it. It's fucking gorgeous, honestly. Nigo's the coolest.
今月はですね、JG お話を
JG
したいと思います。JG のグループリンクです。多分2の後ろが5じゃないかな。2号か勝手に。
By the way, Nigo's sunglasses game doesn't get spoken about enough, and his beanie game. I remember that era of Nigo with the fucking scullies and the fucking sunglasses. He has some great sunglasses, man. Honestly, his sunglasses game was fucking elite.
で、一応今2号と言ったんですが、 なんと T シャツを作りました。じゃあもう
Yeah. That's the promo t-shirt as well.
ただブルーのところは
This is back when this sort of stuff nowadays is not special. Maybe mostly because of Travis Scott in it. Travis Scott kind of ruined merch, hip hop merch and shit. But back in the day, it was quite special when you had like a streetwear brand collaborating with a with an artist in general, putting a collection of t-shirts out. It was really fucking special. Now it's not so special anymore, but it was really special back then.
ドリームですね、ドリーム。一応これもこうもちゃんと確認して。
Looks so fucking cool. You see there, the Jay-Z logo is covered in fucking Bape camo. You can just barely see it there. It's also printed on the Bape t-shirt too. I remember that logo. I remember the tag. I had the t-shirts with that tag too. With I think it's black, but it's got the Bape head somewhere there too. I remember that exact tag. Rockefeller logos on the back.
自分で作ったクリスマスプレゼントみたいなんですね。
So fucking good, man. Big up fucking Nigo. Big up fucking Nigo. An old picture of John and Nigo back in the day too. Wearing some Last Orgy 2 merch. A bunch of vintage t-shirts all over the place. I'm assuming if you zoom in and you try and find some of these t-shirts in fucking eBay and shit, they're probably going to be super expensive. There's probably a bunch of vintage t-shirts in this pile where John and fucking Nigo are sitting that are probably worth thousands, hundreds of thousands probably, I'm assuming. Because their t-shirt game is fucking crazy when it comes to vintage band t-shirts and just t-shirts in general. So many fucking good ones there, I'm assuming. Big up them. Great picture, by the way. And big up this user as well. Said, this is just an impossible arc, man. Exactly. Talk about the original. Obviously, this is the one that's coming out. Last Orgy 2. You've got a picture of all the fucking Bape. Look at this. See the silhouette? You see how the silhouette is very similar? Well, that 2001 shape. Look at that toe box. Exactly the same. Exactly the same in terms of how they've made it so flat and stuff. So that's what they used to look like. Bapesters used to look like that. It's the same cut from the 2001 Air Force One put on a fucking Bapester. So the thing is as well, Bapesters back then were so popular. They were so well done. Really good quality, great colorways that you can never usually get. Like, unfortunately, like that's the thing. Nike kind of fumbled because all these colorways are within their fucking warehouse. These aren't even as crazy as the colorways that I personally liked from Bape. I liked them when they made this really kind of like almost like they're kind of like metallic-y, shiny, bright leather fucking Bapes, right? That I used to love. So I remember this one particular one they did was a combination of like red and purple. And if I'm not mistaken, like each foot had the inverse. So if the mud guard and the toe box was purple and red, the right shoe had red and purple. They kind of switched it around. They're really fucking cool. But all of these colorways in this particular screenshot or this particular scan, Nike could do these on Air Force Ones easy. They're not even that crazy. But they just fumbled the ball. And that's why everyone kind of jumped on. At the time, I remember people buying Bapesters. They bought them specifically because there were colorways they wanted on Air Force Ones. They couldn't get Air Force Ones. You get them on the Bapesters. The Bapesters obviously way more limited too, and they were kind of hard to get. That also kind of added to it. But it was more so because, hey, I like that silhouette. It's a silhouette that I'm used to. Silhouette that's very kind of versatile. I want those colorways. You're not giving them to me. I don't want to make a custom shoe. I don't want to paint them with fucking Angelus paint. I don't have the patience or the skill. Bape comes along and makes them and gives them to you, or sells them. You're gonna buy them. So hopefully going forward we see some of these colorways as well, a bit more daring and experimentation. And then we got some other scans here of more Bapesters, again with that same silhouette from that 2001 Air Force One. I don't remember seeing a lot of people wearing the mids though. The mids were quite rare. I don't remember seeing the mids a lot. I remember seeing a lot of the lows, but I don't remember seeing the mids. But the mids are really fucking awesome too. You got this somewhat of a Lakers colorway here. I'm not sure if it's Lakers, with the all blue body with the yellow Bapester swoosh. You've got another one, the classic all white with the black. You don't actually. This is something you don't actually ever get. I don't think I've ever seen an Air Force One mid white with the black swoosh. Air Force One mids in white usually always come with the all white swoosh. Maybe I've seen like a JD Sports one actually. Now come to think of it, I may have seen like a JD Sports exclusive, but it's maybe had like a black outsole. It didn't have like a white outsole, but that's a really great fucking colorway as well. You've got a couple more here down at the bottom with this snake skin applique. You got a Puma Clyde collab, copy as well here, just off the screen that you can't see. You've got another. I think this is a flip on a Stan Smith. I think this is a flip on a Stan Smith. So fucking good, man. Nigo like was ahead of his time. Nigo was fucking ahead of his time. This particular one here looks like it might be 3M as well. This silver one here in the middle, like beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colorways. It's all come back full circle. There's a pink one there. Actually, I saw a girl today actually, which you don't usually see. I saw a girl today wearing all white Air Force Ones, pink swoosh, pink outsole. Very classic. It's hard to really find that. I feel like you don't really see that too often. All white Air Force One, pink swoosh, bubblegum pink swoosh, and what you call it, all pink outsole. Really fucking nice. These particular ones have some pink panels, red swoosh and a pink outsole. But yeah, really well done. Really fucking well done. Nigo fucking killed it. Nigo fucking killed it. Cannot wait for these to drop. I really fucking cannot wait for these to drop. I really, really cannot wait for these to drop. Big up Blood Clot Nigo. Big up Blood Clot Nigo. Okie dokie. Continuing on. Let's give a short update. To Drake. Big up Drake. Big up Drizzy. Big up Champagne Pappy. The release date for Iceman has been confirmed. The kids broke through the fucking ice sculpture. They broke through the ice sculpture. They broke through the ice performance piece. And they revealed the date of the album release. It is going to be May 15th. May 15th, Iceman drops. May 15th, Iceman drops. Accompanying the drop was also a zine and some other paraphernalia as well, with some really cool pictures and shit that might tie into the concept behind the album. But the official date of the album dropping is May 15th. So it's coming sooner than we all thought. I thought it was going to come a little bit later in the year, but it's actually coming around sooner than I actually thought. I actually was assuming maybe you might do a May or July date, but May is fucking brilliant. I thought he's going to a June or July date, not May. But May is fucking brilliant. We'll really capitalize on the fucking hype. And also, it's kind of really needed, right? Because the last few weeks of music releases haven't been the greatest. They've been a bit underwhelming. So I'm really looking forward to Iceman dropping. The drop as well, like I said, the kid that was able to get through and burst the ting was able to kind of upload some pictures of the zine that was included, which was fucking great. Hopefully we're able to get some of these ourselves as fans and stuff. I'm assuming they're gonna sell these. Hopefully they sell these. Maybe they're gonna give them out. I'm not too sure. But the zine looks fairly good. The zine looks really fucking good, really fucking creative. And again, kind of adds a little bit more to the album and what we may be getting going forward. But I love it. I love the creative direction of the zine. I'm not sure who was in charge of it, who put it together, but it looks fucking phenomenal. Loads of random pictures on the inside there. Some of it taken from the thing that he was doing previously. There's some pictures of what Drake's collection of chains, the owl chains there. There's a Pinocchio in the middle of a Target. There looks like what might be some bricks of cocaine there, or maybe money. I'm not too sure what that is. There's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff featured in the fucking zine itself that I can't wait to get a hold of. And also a really cool little selfie there as well of Drake taking as well on the inside. So I can't wait to see more of those. Oh no, what is it? They're saying that these are concept art mock-ups, allegedly. They're saying these are concept art mock-ups. Allegedly these might be concept. Really? I don't know. Not too sure if that's true. But there are some different images there on the inside. Then there's a video clip of the kid they pulled up to Drake's mansion over there in Toronto. Drake made a quick appearance on Kish Kaz's stream after revealing the Iceman release date. Let's press play on this one.
1 month. Yo, Drake! Come outside, bro!
Come outside! Oh, don't break.
Outside. Is this nigga in the washroom? Are you in the washroom? Yo, bro. Yo, Drake's outside his window right now.
So cool.
What the fuck? I don't even know how much this is, bro. Listen. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I had like stacks of 20s before.
Pretty cool. Pretty fucking cool. So this Canadian streamer getting some love there from Drake. He got given some money, right? He got given some money in the bag, which is pretty fucking cool.
Pardon? There was no prize associated, but this is a thank you? I appreciate you, bro. Nah. What?
That's so cool.
What?
That is so cool.
What?
A bunch of money.
What? What?
So I guess he's the one that found the bag or whatever that was inside those ice cubes with the fucking release date in it. And as you overheard, they said there was no prize attached to it. I guess they didn't want to announce it beforehand because they're probably going to make everyone go fucking crazy. But in the end, when he pulled up to the crib, they obviously included some money in there, which is fucking great to see. And we know Drake always has some cash on him. I forgot what video it was. One of those videos where he was putting a bunch of cash into a fucking safe. So we know Drake's a believer in being cash rich and having cash to hand. So yeah, they pulled out some fucking Canadian dollars for the kid and gave him some there. He looks really happy. So congratulations to him. And then we got some more close-up images of the fucking zine itself. Iceman is Drake. Again, I'm liking the artistic direction of this. I'm not going to lie. I'm liking the artistic direction. I'm liking the artistry around it. I'm liking how conceptual it is. I'm liking how creative it is. I'm liking how DIY it is. You know, I'm liking it. I'm liking that he's going down this angle. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I can't wait to see more. I cannot wait to see some more. Try to Spanish Drake. You got that one again. And then you've got some more clips as well of the kid scrolling or opening the zine itself. Let's play that as well. The zine looks great, man. Honestly, bring back zines. Bring back zines, popularity of zine. I'm actually going to check it as a zine symposium. I remember going to a really good, cool zine symposium here in London one time, where essentially a bunch of kids, a bunch of people were selling zines and swapping zines and shit. I need to do that again. Because that was really fun. It's really fun to go to these places. You can talk to other people about their zines. You swap zines and shit. It's fucking brilliant. I really need to do that. Because this zine life is life. Zine life is fucking life. Being able to make these little magazines, put them together, printing shit, writing little fucking notes and whatnot. Handing them out, selling them, giving them away for free. It's fucking brilliant. It's fucking brilliant.
Iceman.
Give me a well done zine over a well done Instagram any day of the week.
May 15th. May 15th.
So good, man. So fucking good. Cannot wait for it to drop. Cannot wait for it to drop. Honestly, cannot wait. And this is the moment the kid found the bag in the thing, right? This is the moment. Twitch streamer, Kishka has found the bag inside the Iceman block and is now taking it to Drake's house. Drake gifted him 500 subs earlier on.
Be fine. This is done. This is all done. This is all done. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm totally fine. I am totally fine.
Imagine how slippery it must be. He's trying to get down from that block. It must be super slippery. Imagine how slippery it's going to be. Imagine how slippery that fucking block of ice must be to kind of jump down.
Yo, they might arrest me. They might arrest me.
Come on. Yeah.
We're opening it?
He's got the knock. He's got the knock to Nikes on as well. Love to see it. Got the knock to Nikes on. Love to see it.
Grab it. Yo, watch out. Watch out. Watch out, buddy. Watch out. Watch out.
They're gonna open it. They're gonna open it. Innit? They're gonna open it.
Yo. Give it to me. Give it to me. Okay.
They're gonna open it.
Give it to me. And run. And run. And run. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Would have been better if he opened it in front of the crowd, though, innit? He went to Drake's house to open it instead. It would have been better if he opened it in front of the crowd. I'm not gonna lie. That would have been a better. That would have made for a better clip. Would have made for a far better clip and story if he opened it in front of that whole crowd, in front of the block of ice. You know what I mean? Took pictures of it. So that would have been far better than just going to Drake's house. But I guess that was part of the deal. Maybe that was part of the deal. I'm not too sure, but I think it would have been better if he would have done it there. Anyway, going back to Drake's Instagram, there's more details actually. Going back to Drake's Instagram, Drake has dropped some more stuff regarding the album. One picture here on the upload says, "When I call your bluff, make sure you answer me on that first ring." I'm not sure if this is pointed towards Anthony Fantano or Ebro or Dem Man, but I like that one. And the caption says what? No. Another one says, "Please stop mistaking chat for fact, reels for reality, streaming for flow, and likes for love." Iceman. Oh, I love how everything in the middle says Iceman. That's fucking cool, isn't it? When I call your bluff, make sure you answer me on the first ring, and then, you know, vertically it says Iceman. Same here. Please stop mistaking chat for fact, reels for reality, streaming for flow, and likes for love. Thank you. Iceman. Whee! Another one. Here is something you can all criticize and pretend does not make you feel better than everything. Hey! Iceman, he's coming for it. He's coming for the throne, bruh. He's coming for the throne. He's reminding y'all niggas exactly what time it is. Let's fucking go. I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait. I can't wait for this shit to drop. I honestly cannot wait for this shit to drop. Big up Champagne Papi. Big up Champagne Papi. Iceman dropping May 15th. May 15th on your fucking head top. Don't fucking delay. Don't be fucking lame. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Cool. Talking about knowing what it is. Big up John Summit. John Summit is in a war of words with Charli XCX. John Summit and Charli XCX are going back to back, bar for bar, flow for flow. Not really. Charli XCX did an interview with British Vogue, which I'm going to talk about probably another episode. Really good fucking article. Really cool cover story in general. And in the cover story, she made a statement about the dance floor, the club being over. More so, I don't think it was her talking about the state of clubs or the state of clubbing. I think it was more so to do with her own direction musically. Because I think this new album she's making isn't going to be mostly like, obviously Brat was the club, you know, a club record from front to back. It was all about the club, but allegedly she's taking like another turn and maybe doing something rock inspired, maybe another direction. But essentially saying the club is over was a way of kind of like, you know, signaling the end of the Brat era. But everyone took it literally and thought she meant the club was over. Rochelle Jordan popped up and said, no, it isn't. We're still out here. And John Summit also said, maybe your pop music dance floor is dead, but ours isn't, babe. Which is, you know, a bit corny, a bit cringe, you know, which is a textbook John Summit thing to do, right? To sound a bit corny and cringe. But Charli XCX fans don't play. So the Charli XCX fans have been going at him all fucking week since he made those comments, which I don't think were that bad, really. He was just kind of, you know, trying to insert himself into the conversation. But the Charli XCX fans were not fucking having it. Personally, if we're being really honest, the success of someone like a John Summit, I think, as a DJ, as an artist, probably is the signal that the dance floor is over or the clubs is over. Let's be honest. If Charli XCX saying his dance floor is dead, you would imagine artists and DJs like John Summit played some part in making that dance floor dead. The popularity of that type of music, EDM, whatever that shit that he is that he plays, the scale that he plays at, the success of it all, the fact that it's now been kind of consumed by most normie people. When they think of raves and they think of DJs, they think of people like John Summit and whatnot. I think is proof that the dance floor is over. Because when the dance floor was the dance floor, it was a very kind of subversive, underground, niche type of a thing that only those that knew about. But now it's probably the most commercial thing ever, right? The most commercial, normie, NPC thing to do probably is to go to a club. If you really want to be counterculture, if you really want to be different, if you want to stand out from the rest, just don't go clubbing. Don't go clubbing. Be straight edge. Don't watch reality TV. You're probably going to be one of the only people in the world that doesn't do that. The wide majority of people know what Berghain is. The wide majority of people know what fucking, Burning Man is. The wide majority of people knows most of these big festivals. The wide majority of people know what a DJ does. They kind of have an understanding of what they're doing behind the booth, what they're doing behind the CDJs. They might even know what a fucking CDJ is nowadays. So the popularity of it all, the commercialization of it all, unfortunately, is the reason why the dance floor is over. And a big personification or example of it is John Summit and his success. That is the big representation of it. So the club that Charli XCX fell in love with, or the club that she was birthed in, is dead, gone. The club as of now that John Summit plays very well in, successful at, it's a whole different place. It's a whole different fucking ball game. So they're coming from two completely different places. But I do find it hilarious because there was a time where John Summit was out here on social trying to get Charli XCX to kind of allow him to remix something officially. It didn't pan out in the end because I'm assuming taste-wise, you know, they don't really blend or match that well. I think I don't know. I think personality-wise, they might get on. Having listened to John Summit on How Long Gone, I think personality-wise, he's kind of cool. That's the thing. John Summit is annoying because, in my opinion, I think he makes terrible music. I think his music is fucking dog shit. But he does come across like a really good dude, you know? He comes across like a really good dude. He comes across funny. He comes across laid back. Doesn't take so too seriously. Like he looks like he should be way more up his own. He looks like he should be way more up his own ass than he is. Similar to Diplo. Diplo's a little bit like that too. Diplo, if you looked at him just from afar, he looks like he's a wanker, but he's not. When you hear him in interviews, he's pretty chill, you know. And the people that who I've heard who've met him in real life said, yeah, he's pretty chill. He's not at all how he kind of portrays himself to be on social media. So that's a real shame with John Summit. You want to root for him. Me especially, I want to be a fan of his. I really do want to be a fan of his, but the music just sucks too much, man. The music is just too bad. It's too awful. This is a picture somebody took of John Summit in a closet at 6 a.m. I don't know whose closet this was. I'm not sure if this was a store or someone's actual closet. I'm not too sure. Playing on a white pair of Pioneer CDJs, by the way. I think it's an all-in-one controller. By the way, we need more of these, man. We need more of these. I think Alphabet or Pioneer, if they're going to sell a CDJ individually for like 300 or 3,300, I wish, £3,000 plus, can you make them colored, please? Can we have the ability to maybe customize our own fucking CDJs? It's fucking crazy, isn't it? Pioneer Alphabeta sell a CDJ for like £3,000 plus. Yet we all have to use the same color. It has to be black. There's no ability to kind of make them different unless you're gonna vinyl wrap the fucking CDJ. There's nothing else you can do. I wish we could do that, or maybe even sell the ones that Virgil made. R.I.P. to Virgil, the fucking translucent, the clear ones that they were fucking. Honestly, man, please fucking release those. Please release those. Virgil Abloh Pioneer CDJ, the translucent ones. They were fucking beautiful. Can they please release those? Is that possible? This is courtesy of their own site. Look at that. The whole entire set. Look at that. Look at that. Like, imagine if they dropped these. That's the thing as well. You don't need to actually have labels or words on the buttons, because everyone that will use a CDJ knows exactly where the buttons are or what they do. You don't even need. I like how they did that. That's the thing I like the most. These particular translucent ones that were made specifically for Virgil, they had no logos, no nothing on the fucking casing, completely blank. But if you know, you know. When it comes to CDJ, you know what fucking what does what, right? From the cue, the play, the skip track, the fucking loop functions, the pitch slider, the direction of the fucking CDJ itself, the one that you can kind of search around. Like, honestly, beautiful. And the DJM as well, mixer was made completely translucent too. Like, they need to sell this one. They need to sell some of this shit. As a means to give a new look and a feel to industry standards of CDJ and DJM, I aim to design a see-through, non-labeled rendition of the classic models to inspire a different sound while DJing. Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea, by the way. Inspiring, because obviously without the labels, you might freestyle. You might make some mistakes that end up being great things going forward. To inspire different sound while DJing, and perhaps a new way to music and technology. But RIP Virgil, figures of speech. Look at those, absolutely great, isn't it? Virgil Abloh's first design museum exhibition. Just look at that. Like, they need to release those. I want to see more of these going in the future, but they don't do them that often. I wonder why. I wonder if it's because it's hard to make or something. I wonder why we don't get more of these. They also made the translucent DJM mixer as well, with the 4-channel sliders and shit. Absolutely looks fucking phenomenal. You actually get a better appreciation for the CDJ itself as an actual piece of hardware that are translucent. Imagine those in a club. Imagine those in a club like that. Imagine those in a club, how they would look. That glowing behind the decks. Could you imagine what they would look like in a warehouse somewhere? In a nightclub somewhere? Like, they need to make these and release them to the public, man. Release them to the fucking public, Pioneer, please. So fucking cool. But I guess technically you could do it yourself. Technically, if you wanted to, technically, if you want to, you could kind of do it yourself. You could do it yourself if you wanted technically. It wouldn't be too difficult to basically make your own translucent cases for your Pioneer CDJs. It wouldn't be that difficult to do. It wouldn't be that difficult. But I think are the feet of the CDJ, they're also clear, right? I think the feet are also clear, no? Yeah, they've also got some clear feet as well. But it wouldn't be too difficult to do. And I think if I'm not mistaken, these are like CDJ 1000s, isn't it? They've still got a CD drive. So technically, if you wanted to, the CDJ 1000s are kind of cheap to get a hold of, cheaper than obviously the 3000 NXs and shit. So if you wanted to, and you wanted to do a project, myself included, you could maybe buy one and start with one and kind of reverse engineer it and maybe, 3D printing or something and kind of get the, I mean, you could figure it out. You could figure it out. Maybe the only thing that'll be hard might be some of the jog wheels. Might be figuring out the jog wheels. That might be the hard thing. But the actual case, or maybe what you do, you won't do the jog. Maybe you just do the case and not the jog wheels. You just do the casing because the casing will be easy. Maybe the only thing that'll be hard will be the buttons. To get hold of some of the buttons and the knobs in that particular off-white, translucent, like non-colored. Because I think that's just the color. No, I think that's just the base color they come in before they get colored and coated. So maybe getting a hold of the buttons and the base can't be hard, but maybe just the casing will be easier to do than the actual jog wheel itself. That might be the hardest bit to actually figure out. But still, beautiful, man. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Going back to John Summit. Yeah, look at this. The Charli XCX fans have got a hold of his number somehow. The Charli XCX fans have got away with his number. Somehow. They've got a hold of John Summit's number. Charli is better. We hate you. Fuck your music, bitch. I will kill you. Some random person DM'd or SMS or text fucking John Summit. Jesus. They found my number somehow and sending me threats not worth fighting against if I were you. Jesus Christ. They're actually fighting him in the fucking Texas, Another person on fucking Instagram. Maybe your pop music dance floor is dead, but someone posted, John Summit, you're going to suffer for this. Trying to get clout off of Charli. Meanwhile, your music is fucking ass. So is your ability to DJ. Your dance floor has always been dead as it's always been occupied by uppity white people. Fuck you. Yo, Charli CX fans are fucking crazy. John Summit with the perfect reply, right? Wiping away his tears with all the fucking millions of money that he makes DJing. And here's a clip of John Summit playing somewhere. Top off again. Top off doing what he does best, but the music is ass, unfortunately. I think that's Tomorrowland, right? That's like Tomorrowland? I don't know where that is, but I just wish the music was better than this, man. I don't know what that is, but it does not sound good. This is him playing at Coachella. I'm not going to play this because Coachella are fucking brutal when it comes to the copyright strikes. This is John Summit playing where? A 4-hour open to close set at the Red Rocks. Okay, he played at the Red Rocks. Okay, cool. This is where some comedians play here as well. John Summit playing at Red Rocks. I bet this sounds awful. Again, man, just I don't know. I wish I could be into it. I really wish, because again, he's a really good dude. He comes across really fucking well on social media. He comes across really well in interviews. For a DJ of his caliber, he comes across like a really sound guy. But the music is just so bad, man. Like, it just sounds awful. Like, what the fuck is that? Like lounge, looks like Grease lounge, Zanti music. Like, I don't know, a mix of Zanti music, PS5 menu music. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's just awful to me. Another clip of him. By the way, the angle's fucking brilliant though. The angle's brilliant of him from the back with obviously the whole crowd watching him on that fucking arch thing. But that sounds okay. Whatever that is, that sounds okay. I'm not sure if that he made that, but that sounds decent. Yeah, that sounds okay. That I'm not too bad with. That I'm not too mad at. That in particular, I'm not too mad at. That is alright. That one particular one there. Less than one. Okay, so that's actually on his album. Okay, cool. That's on his album called Control Escape. Here's another clip from that particular event too. John Summit was a surprise. Oh no, this is Coachella. I'm not gonna play that Coachella one because they're gonna fucking crucify me. But yeah, big up John Summit, man. Big up Blood Clot John Summit. Again, I wish I could really like his music. I wish I could get into it. I wish I could really fucking get into it. But yeah, not for me. What's this? Honest reviews from Chinese citizens after John Summit's recent concert in China. Yeah, he laughs a lot and is really good at providing emotional support. John Summit saved me the next day. All the translations. He really loves to smile. I used to like his music, but now I'm a fan of his looks. That's brilliant. You know what? Fuck it, man. As a DJ, who gives a fuck, innit? Let's say, because like I said, that I don't know the guy personally, but I think he comes across like a real good dude, right? So let's say people think you're safe. People like you as a human being. And some people think you're sexy, but you play shit music. Who cares? You won in it. You won. You fucking won in it. People think you're hot. People actually like you as a human being, but they say your music sucks. That actually might be good. That actually might be fucking good. I'm a fan of his looks. I think he's getting cuter and cuter. Just seeing him smile moves me so much. To be fair, that is quite a refreshing thing. I'm not going to lie. Let's be honest. It is quite refreshing to see a DJ like John Summit just smiling behind the decks. Like, he looks like he's having the time of his life all the fucking time. Which you should be, because you're a fucking DJ, right? It's one of the coolest jobs in the world. Apart from maybe what I'm doing now, right? Apart from what I'm doing now, where you get to kind of sit in your chair at home, yapping and rambling about things that you're really passionate about and love to a crowd that maybe might like it too. The only other job that I think is better is probably being a DJ. But some DJs out here will be complaining about travel, complaining about set times, complaining about bookings, representation, DEI, misogyny, whatever. Everyone's fucking complaining. But in actuality, it's one of the best jobs ever, because for the job that you do and the money you get paid, it's quite disproportionate, right? You're required to work like what your actual set is like a couple of hours. And you get paid like 20, 30, 40, hundreds of thousands of fucking pounds. Adoring fans around the world. Get to play some of the best clubs around the world. But some of these DJs are always fucking sad. So it is quite cool. Look at his Instagram. Just scrolling through his Instagram. Isn't it quite nice to have a DJ who just smiles? Look at all these pictures. It's very American, right? He's a very American DJ in that. Everyone's like, hell yeah, right? But it's still good, still refreshing to see a DJ just smile. Like having a good time, loving life. Like this is the life I've always wanted. I've dreamed of this. When I was out here, uploading mixes on SoundCloud, getting a couple of listens. Now I'm out here being one of the biggest stars in the world. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's actually like, this is how it should be. Instead of fucking always being sad and whatever else it may be, he's actually loving it. This is how it should be. But everyone else is too fucking sad and fucking miserable. Look at this. Man's on a beach in Bali. Man's on a beach somewhere in Bali. How can you not laugh and smile? Stuff like, oh, I was there. I went there. Wherever this gap is, I was there at one point. I've got a picture there somewhere as well. But yeah, big up him. Big up. Look at all these. What's this? This album process was the most challenging, rewarding, crazy ass process. And it's all about the journey, not the destination. So here's my favorite moments for the curation of it. Okay, cool. Let's go through some of these pictures actually. Oh, it's him making it, I guess, right? Okay, cool. Big up him. This is him making the album. Great to see. Great to see. I haven't listened to it yet. I'll listen to it soon. More pictures proving the dance floors are alive and well at the country at the time. This is an Asia tour. Being insane from Bangkok to Bali to Singapore to China. Next up is South Africa for my first time ever. That's pretty cool. Let's see this. Hear the music. Can you feel it? Like, come on, man. That's ass, man. You see what I mean? I like the guy, but that's fucking ass. I can't listen to that shit. That's fucking ass. Like, who listens to that shit? This is like this is like co-worker. This is like, you know when you're at work and you tell your friends you're going clubbing? This is what they think. When you tell your friends you're going clubbing, but actually you're going to go listen to fucking Gerd Jansen. You're going to go listen to fucking Courtesy. You might go listen to Avlon Emerson. You're going to go listen to fucking Gabriel Kwartang. You're going to go listen to Josie Rebel. You're going to go listen to fucking Ben UFO. You're going to go listen to fucking, I don't know, Jamie XX. When you tell your friends you're going clubbing, You're talking about Dixon. You're talking about fucking D Dan, Freddie K. But when they hear clubbing, they hear this. Honestly, I wish I could like it. I wish I could, because he seems like such a cool dude. But this is so shit. It's so ass. Come on, man. Come on. Hang me, man. Hang me. Hang me. This is so bad, bro. Imagine this, like I could, no, let me stop being dramatic. Let me stop being dramatic. I could probably listen to stuff for like an hour, maybe half an hour. Half an hour max, I could listen to it. He plays what, 2 hour, 4 hour sets of this type of stuff the whole time. Some sort of female vocal saying something, whatever, on repeat. Oh, I can't do it. I can't. With all the fucking pyrotechnics and the screens with the fucking random person finger waving and turning into a cyborg, and I just can't. I can't do it. I can't. But I wonder, you know what is what I wonder, right? Not politically speaking, but socially speaking. Is the reason why this music is so successful and so good because it's completely divorced from what's going on nowadays, right? Or like society, or like life at large. It properly allows you to kind of like transport yourself away from what's going on in your everyday life. You get transported away because it's all good times, high octane, smiley, just got my fucking results for uni, graduated, first kiss, got the job. It's a boy, it's a girl. It's that kind of music, isn't it? Like, oh my God, Friday's here, crack open the beers. It's one of those it's that type of vibe. So maybe that's the reason why it's successful, because people just want to be, they don't want to be reminded of the drudgery of everyday life. They want to be transported elsewhere. And this type of music, although it's fucking awful, it's fucking like, you know, it's ear bleeding music to me. To other people, it's like a form of escapism. Maybe. Because look at that crowd. Hold on. Look at that crowd. Because I'm in the minority here. I'm in the minority. Look at that fucking crowd. I'm talking my shit. I'm talking now, right? If you're not looking at the video, if you're not looking at the screen, there is a bird's eye view of the crowd that John Summit is playing in front of. Right? There's a fucking T carved into the middle of the crowd. And it looks like ants. They look like ants. Those are all people. Those are all humans. Those are all souls. They're all congregating in different sections, going crazy. There's no space. There's no fucking space from the front to the back. It is absolute. Don't get me wrong. It's not, maybe they're not all there for him. I get it. It's a festival, but still, all of these people love this shit. They love this shit. Wow. Okay, man. Maybe I just don't get it. Maybe I'll just go get tapped in. Rare clip of John Summit with his top on. Is he wearing running shorts? Okay, fair play. Come on, man. Like, I don't know. I can't do this. But one thing is really crazy though. The production of fucking these Asian festivals is crazy. They really put some money in the production, don't they? The production of these Asian festivals is nuts. There's like people on platforms being lifted up into the air in the middle of the crowd. There's sculptures and lasers and pyrotechnics. Like, the production is crazy in these Asian festivals. Fair play, man. Fair play, John Summit. Okay, this is good. This sounds a lot more similar to what I'd listen to. This sounds okay. Whatever this is, this sounds okay. Oh, the groupies, man. Oh, no homo, by the way. No homo. I'm going to preface this by saying no homo, so don't judge me. But John Summit must fuck. John Summit must fucking fuck. He must have his pick of the fucking litter. He must have his pick of the fucking litter. That man must fucking fuck. Right? He's not short. He's a big lad. Right? He works out a bunch. He DJs a bunch. He doesn't look like the type that has anyone that's like, you know, holding, you know, doesn't got any, no public girlfriends out there. He does his own thing on his own. That guy must fuck, innit? He must be laying it down. He must have all the fucking fun out there. God damn. God fucking damn. All the pointy chin hoes come out for fucking John Summit. All the pointy chin hoes come out for fucking John Summit. All the bike seat chin hoes. All the bicycle seat chin assholes come out for John Summit. Yeah, this is the best thing I heard. Whatever this is the best thing I've heard from him. Yeah, decent. Oh, he's with Interesting. That's a Margiela. He's with and that's Dennis Lazarus, right? I think that's Dennis Lazarus. I'm pretty sure it's Dennis Lazarus. Damien Lazarus. Damien Lazarus and Interesting. There's an Innovisions connection here, huh? There's an Innovisions connection. Damien Lazarus and fucking John Summit. That'll be a fucking pivot, innit? Imagine that. Imagine John Summit makes a pivot and goes down the fucking atmospheric deep house more deep house. You know what I mean? Imagine if he goes down that route. That would be fucking incredible if he does that. That would be actually incredible. Change up his style, starts to dress a bit more like fucking Tricks and shit. That would be fucking interesting. I just can't.
Let's go.
And he gets on the microphone too. I don't want any of this. I don't want no microphones, please. No microphones. He gets on the microphone too. No microphones, please. Please no microphones. But here he is on the mic, spitting some bars. Big up MC John Summit.
Baby. Let's go.
Honestly, I can't do it. I just can't. I don't know. By the way, I want to see more DJs standing on the tables, on the decks. I want to see more DJs standing on the decks of the table, the whatever. You know, what you gonna get the adoration from your fans. I know some people think of it as a wanky thing, but I think you should do it. I think more should do it. More should do that shit. But yeah. I'm not moved in the slightest. I am not moved in this. Like, I'm happy he's having fun, right? I'm happy he's having fun. I'm glad he's having a good time. I'm glad people in the crowd are having a good time, but that doesn't move me in the slightest. That comes on, I'm going to the bar. That comes on, I'm going to the fucking toilet for another bump, mate. That comes on, I'm on my phone. That comes on, I'm fucking tying my shoelaces. That comes on, I'm asking the bartender about the Wi-Fi or making some small talk. I can't do this shit. I cannot.
You say to lie across your mind. I say only all the time. I say only all the time. You say to your wish when you want mine. I say only all the time. I say only all the time. You say to lie across your mind. I say only all the time. I say only all the time. You say to your wish when you want mine. I say only all the time. I say only all the time. You say to lie across your mind.
That's alright, I guess. That's a second one. That might be a second one. Of all the songs I've heard two that I like. Two that are okay. This might be the most okay thing I've heard. Do you have a slow one that sounded like a really deep housey thing? And this sounds okay. This sounds okay. Okay.
You say to lie across your mind. I say only all the time. I say only all the time. You say to your wish when you want mine. I say only all the time. I say only all the time. You say to lie across your mind. I say only all the time. I say only all the time. You say to your wish when you want mine. I say.
Yeah, that sounds alright. That whatever that is, that sounds alright. There's always some girl, hey, recording in the background, hey. She's not on camera, but she's always behind the camera. Nice to see there.
Can I take a picture? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's really nice.
I fly to here for you. Really, I'm trying on this.
Oh, bless.
Beer. Control escape release day, baby. Let's fucking
So Caucasian in it. I kind of like how unapologetically Caucasian he is. He's so white. Oh, love it. There's no fucking black scent there. No black scent. No skin fade. You know, no black scent. No skin fade. No nothing. Just pure white male energy. Love it. This is what, so I guess he's in South Africa now, right? Enjoying life. First time ever in South Africa.
I didn't take a second look at this.
That's cool.
Oh wow.
Fucking hell. South Africa's fucking beautiful, isn't it? South Africa's fucking beautiful. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that looks fucking awesome. Big up John Summit, man. Having the time of his life. Balling out of control. Doesn't matter if the Charli XCX fans don't love him. His fans love him at least. I just wish the music was better. I just wish I could get behind it and the music was better. What's this clip here? Was he waving to a camera, bro? Album release?
Guys, the day is finally here. It's Control Escape release day. Fuck, I'm like nervous. So much work has been put in this one. This is... it's a good feeling. And I just appreciate all the love and support on this one. I mean, this is a kind of a crazy artistic journey, and I love to be able to share my story of breaking out the matrix that is the corporate life, and really, you know, try to push boundaries as best I can in electronic music. Like, this is my life and passion, and I truly pour my soul into this because I just fucking love it so much. And yeah, I'm just super grateful for this all. So go stream it if you want. If not, it's cool. All right, love.
Fair play, man. Fair play to John Summity. Fair play to John Summity. Just stop arguing with the fucking Charli XCX fans. Focus on your own fans, because you got a ton of them, I guess. The Charli XCX fans are never going to be your fans, I guess. I just wish I could get into it. I just wish I could get into it. But I can't. I can't, because it's fucking awful. I really can't. I really want to, but I can't. I really want to, but I can't. One thing that I can get into is Dixon and Trikks. Dixon and Trikks at the cause, aka Trixian, which is a fucking great name. Trixon, sorry. Dixon and Trikks together, they are Trixon. I wonder if they're actually going to. I wonder if they're actually going to dress up like Depeche Mode, right, in their red t-shirts. I wonder if they're actually going to get them dressed up together like this. That would actually be pretty cool if they're dressed up together. I wonder, is he wearing? I thought in this picture he was wearing one of those Maison Margiela like tights mask on his face, but I guess he's just really kind of like tanned, you know, and maybe a kind of grey looking here Tricks. But I really do wonder if we're gonna get them wearing that Depeche Mode type of attire when they perform together. They're meant to be performing on the 15th of May in Cause in London here. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm definitely gonna go. 15th of May, Dixon and Trikks together, aka Trixon, courtesy of the Cause, one of the best clubs that we have here in London, apart from Fold. Fold is obviously number one. Fold is obviously numero uno, but the Cause is actually a close second. The Cause is also not that far from Fold. The Cause is actually in Canning Town as well, technically in Canning Town. It's a bit further up the station, but it's a really fucking good little venue. They do a bunch of stuff. What I love most about Cause is that the lineups are kind of different to Fold. It's not the same sort of like programming. A lot of other clubs in London, because of Fold's success, I feel like a lot of clubs in London have tried to copy what Fold have done, but instead Cause do their own thing. So maybe Fold would never do a Dixon and Trikks night because it's a bit too commercial, maybe a bit too mainstream, tiny. But they would also, yeah, I mean, but Cause would. So Cause would combine doing that. They would also have an Adonis night, which is one of the biggest kind of gay parties here in London. So I like how they mix all of them. Plus they have like drum and bass nights and everything else in between, dubstep, all that malarkey. They all kind of mix it in. The Cause is a really cool venue, and it has a really nice outdoor area. It has a really nice outdoor area, loads of actual rooms as well to go in as well. The Cause is fucking fantastic. The Cause is really fucking cool. Yeah, this is the outdoor section of Cause. It's fucking brilliant, and it's also in a bit of a. It's near like an industrial area next to the Canton train station, which is also kind of near to Fold, but it's kind of like a bit further away into an industrial area, so there's less restrictions in terms of noise. Because in London, they're very strict in local councils with like noise pollution and whatever. So a lot of clubs kind of suffer from that, especially the clubs in like maybe some of the centrally areas. But in places like Canning Town and shit, in those type of outskirt Docklandsy areas, because most of them are kind of in the middle of nowhere, they can really crank up the volume because no one's complaining because no one can fucking hear it. And also you can crank up the volume outdoors where they're open area where, you know, some of the noise kind of bleeds away, which is really fucking good. What's it? This is the Cause. Outro by day, outro by night. No matter the sun or shine, the outing born out of all the fringes of bass music, the energy of the oi-ois and the arm swinging, lock and loaded. So this is what it kind of looks like, the vibe and the outside. Yeah, is there anything better than being in an outdoor rave when it starts to rain? I don't think there's anything better. I don't think there's anything better than being in an outdoor rave when it starts to lightly rain. The feeling, the community, the unison, the fucking connection we all feel. Like, it's fucking magical. It's so good. It's so good, honestly. It feels counterintuitive, but especially when you're a little bit high, you're a little bit tipsy, and the rain starts to fall on you. Ooh-wee! Crowd singing horny, horny, horny. Love it. But who took this video is done really well. I love whoever did this video. It's recorded really well. All the zoom ins are really fucking well done. the digital zoom in, especially to get the kind of vibe of people's faces and stuff. This is really cool. And I think it's done also with an old camera. I think that's what makes it look good. It's done with an old camera. It's probably done with an old digital camera or something. The megapixels are kind of low, but it works well. Yeah, big up the cause. So the cause is happening. Trickson's complete different music from that, by the way. The Blurb says, London, please welcome a rare new collaborative project between Dixon and Trikk, which is for London's debut. The two will come together as Trickson for the first stop of the tour. Two legends of electronic music performing live for the cause. I wonder if it's gonna be, is it gonna be a live performance? Is it gonna be back to back? Will we see an album from them? I wonder. Both artists have long operated at the forefront of the underground music, shaping dance floors through their deeply curated, emotive approach to house and techno. Under the Trickson alias, a shared artistic vision between the pair unfolds in real time. By the way, this also kind of marks a change as well. Dixon kind of moving more away from Arm, because Arm is doing his own thing. I feel like before, Arm and Dixon were sort of the duo. Then Trikk came along, who's obviously a kid that, like most of us, has kind of adored Dixon and looks up to him as kind of like a, you know, an idol, an icon, whatever, a mentor. He's taken him under his wing, and now kind of like Trikk has kind of taken the role that Arm used to have with Trikk, where Dixon kind of be together. And now Arm is like with fucking Damien Lazarus and fucking John Summit, and Dixon's kind of doing this thing with Trikk. So it kind of feels like they're kind of going their own separate ways artistically. But weirdly enough, Arm is with Damien Lazarus and John Summit in playing places, but he's still the only one in Innovision who gets booked to play Berghain the most. That's the interesting part about it. So I wonder if Arm is just friends with somebody that's a booker there or whatever. But even though Arm plays in way more commercial, somewhat mainstream raves than Dixon, he's also the one that's mostly consistently playing in Berghain. I wonder why. I wonder why that is. But this is the event. The full event, Trickson featuring Auntie Razor and somebody called Kabushi. I don't know who that is. Engineered by As you can see here, that's an alternative graphic as well, alternative artwork. Who's Auntie Razor? Who the fuck is that? Auntie Razor. Who the fuck is this? Who's this? From Nigeria. Big up Auntie Razor. Who's this? They've got Instagram. There you go. They do. Auntie Razor. What does Auntie Razor do? Let's see. What does Auntie Razor do? They're part of Innovision. Huh. I wonder what else do they make? Okay. Decent. So that's the lady, right? So I guess it's a Nigerian girl. UK, get ready. She doesn't need to burn. Nice to see. Okay.
I better pass me my cup.
Auntie Razor. Okay, I'm not really too familiar with her. Big up. Feels a bit random, innit? Feels a bit random, this link up. So Let's Go featuring Auntie Razor available. So that's the first track from them together, right? Trickson. Created, directed by Trickson. Visual, okay. Okay, not too bad. I'll keep my eye open for some more. What they're gonna see. So I guess she's gonna be performing alongside them. And the other clips from Trickson together here. Okay, different artistic expression as well.
You are listening to Trickson.
That's pretty cool.
Tomorrow is not about.
This feels like, is this AI? This feels like AI. It is, right? It's all AI. Oh, I'm bugging out.
Tomorrow is not about what chess does for me.
Yeah.
It's about what our game does to our opponent.
Okay, it feels like it's a bit AI. I'm not a fan of the AI though. The AI sounds a bit weird. The fucking the aesthetic as well is a bit strange. I'm not sure if I'm overly feeling the aesthetic either. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if I'm feeling that the aesthetic. I'm not too sure if I feel matches the music or the vibe at all. Aesthetic's a little bit more. It's a little bit. The aesthetic is giving me 9 Inch Nails, but the music is giving me, I don't know, Afrobeats. If that makes any sense. Okay, Rage Nation. Rage Nation. I don't know what's ragey about. I don't know. Ragey about Dixon and I don't know. Oh, look at that set. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'll wait to see it in person, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I like it. It feels a little bit contrived. I don't know. I'm a bit on the fence artistically. What I'm hearing sonically doesn't really sit with me too much. Feels a bit weird. Maybe it's the aesthetic. It's the wannabe like hardcore grunge metal aesthetic. That's a bit cringe. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, mate. You know what I mean? You're like, you know what I mean? Dixon's nearly 50 years old. Like, come on, you know what I mean? Like, are we trying to pretend we're in a mosh pit? When's the last time Dixon's been on the fucking dance floor? Like, let's be real. You know what I mean? Come on, you're flying around in private jets. Got this amazing house in fucking Berlin. I think I was in Architectural Digest, right? I mean, yeah, like let's be for real. Head to toe in fucking Dries Van Noten. When's the last time Dixon's ever been in a fucking mosh pit? Let's be for real. Like, what is this Rage Nation? Like, come on. Your man goes from like PJ to fucking limo to green room to champagne to hotel. Like, come on. Let's relax a little bit. He probably doesn't even fucking do drugs, I don't even think. Dixon doesn't even look at the type that he probably doesn't even do any drugs anymore. He's probably stone cold sober. Just treating it like a fucking job. Clocking in, clocking out. I'm not really too sure if I buy the Rage Nation shit, mate. You got to have a couple STDs. You got to have that fucking alcohol bloat. You got to be constantly fucking wiping your nose. You know what I mean? You got to look a little bit disheveled. Dixon looks way too hydrated and well manicured to be a part of Rage Nation. Let's be real. Even Tricks. I've seen Tricks in real life. Like he takes care of himself. Like that guy, like he likes what he looks like in the mirror. You know? Like I don't know if I buy this whole Rage Nation. I'm not sure if I buy it. It's kind of giving Moa Lola wannabe kind of like it almost. What's that other brand? It kind of reminds me of that brand. What's that brand? Shane Gonzalez. What's Shane Gonzalez's brand? Shane Gonzalez brand. What's that brand he's got? Where with this? Is it? Oh yeah, Alice Worldwide. It's kind of giving me Alice Hollywood. I don't know. There's nothing about Dixon and Tricks as Alice. You know what I mean? It's kind of giving me this vibe. Alice Hollywood. What music they got in here? Yeah. It's kind of giving Alice. It's kind of giving Saint. What's that other brand? Is it Saint Max or Saint MX? That one is it from Japan? What's that? This brand? Yeah, it's kind of giving me Saint Michael. It's kind of giving Saint Michael, but again, I don't know. Are they Saint Michaelish? These guys? I don't think so. It's kind of giving me Saint Michael vibes. I don't know. It feels a little bit contrived. I'm not gonna lie. It feels a little bit contrived. It feels a little bit try hard. It feels a little bit. Dare I say fakey? Dare I say fakey? Dare I say fakey wakey? I could be wrong though. I could be fucking wrong. I could be fucking wrong. But yeah, let's see what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like when it comes. Who's the other person that's on the list? There's another person also on the lineup. I want to quickly check here. Dixon, who's this? I don't know who this person is. Kabayushi? Who's Kabayushi? Who's that? Another person, another Nigerian? Oh, no, this is a person from Nairobi, Kenya, but based in Berlin. Nairobi, Kenya, but based in Berlin. Kabayushi or Kabayushi? What do they do? Iggy, swaggering, ungrateful, incessant little P. What sort of stuff did they do? Can we hear what you do? What sort of stuff does this person do?
parti il y a une quinzaine de minutes. Où part ta clé? Aucune idée. Nous cherchons Silas Hobbs.
No music? Can't hear no music? Okay. Don't know what they look like. Don't know what they sound like. What does Kabayushi? Live at Guess Who? What sort of stuff do they play? Two for free. Communicate. Oh, it's giving Eve Shimor, isn't it? It's giving Eve Shimor. Kind of Eve Shimorish. Theophilus London vibes, I don't know. What's the play like? Can I hear something? Can I hear something? When's the beat gonna drop? When's the beat gonna drop? When's the beat gonna drop?
Young man, what you doing there? In a tight little suit with the wig on. You don't eat cause you look a little bony. Come on, but let me feed you before.
Yo, this sucks ass, man. Come on, Dixon and Tricks. What's this, man? This sucks ass. This sucks ass.
You play growing up with the scars when you love as a child.
Come on, man. Dixon's gonna be playing this shit. I don't know how much I'm looking forward to this cause rave, mate. I don't know how much I'm looking forward to this fucking cause rave. I'm not too sure now. Now I'm not too fucking sure. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Okay, Auntie Razor, yes, I don't mind that. Dixon and Tricks, of course, I don't mind that. But Kabayushi is Kabakaku. Kabakaki, unfortunately. Let's see. Hopefully in real life it's a bit different. Hopefully in real life it's a bit different. Hopefully in real life it's a bit fucking different. You can only hope. One can only freaking hope. Okie dokie. I've got a couple more to go, then I'm gonna jump over to random show, which will be starting right after we finish this. Let me just quickly do one more here. Big up Over and Under. Big up Over and Under. Big up Over and Under. Over and Under have given us another look at the soon to be released Awake NY Nike Air Jordan 6s coming out later this year. Awake did their first collaboration with Nike, or their first collaboration with Jordan brand on the Jordan 5s that came out last year. There was a lot of hype, a lot of fucking, you know, broken hearts, a lot of broken dreams, especially for the pink pair. The other pairs actually might be nicer, I think. They might have aged better. The ones I think they were like navy blue with like the contrast and stitching, the Jordan 5s, really well done. The first time I think I've seen a Jordan 5 with like the shape of a letter on the side. Obviously, we remember Virgil Abloh, RIP to the great. He had the off-white 5s with the holes on the side, but I've never seen like the kind of letter on the side. So they did really well with that one. Having the A written on the side of them was really fucking cool, and the material application and the contrast and stitching. But obviously that Pepto-Bismol fucking pink one, the Jordan 5 was crazy. A lot of fucking backdooring and scamming and stuff happened with those. But yeah, generally a really nice trainer. And now Awake are back again with another collaboration with Jordan Brand, this time with the legendary Jordan 6 colorway. And what I love with what they've done with this particular colorway is that they've taken the infrared, the classic infrared Jordan 6s, the one that's made, you know, I guess mostly favorites by Kanye in recent years, wearing them with skinny jeans and shit, or leather pants back in the day. And they become, I remember they were ubiquitous here in London. I think I had like 4 pairs of these. I went for them. They were like, this was part of the uniform. The uniform back in the day was wearing some sort of leather bomber jacket, black skinnies, or black Subi jeans, or in my case, I think they were maybe black Acne. I remember Acne had a particular, I forgot the model. There's a style of Acne jeans that are like, what kind of slim fit, but not skinny. And you'd wear those with the Jordan 6s. Big up the guy from Trapstar, by the way, Mikey from Trapstar. I remember whenever I'd see him, he'd always be wearing that same outfit. Everything black, all black bomber jacket, all black shirt, black snapback, and the fucking Jordan 6s infrareds. So they're fucking iconic. So I like how they've taken the classic Jordan infrared 6s midsole, right? But they've applied their own twist on the upper. So you've got the fucking, on this particular pair, it's made up of blues, different blues on the side. You've also got the A sort of like lasered in here on the side. You got the contrast and stitching. The red has the speckles and so it's a classic Jordan 6 sort of like midsole with like their twist on the upper. So you kind of got something kind of recognizable, something familiar with the infrared sole. But then you've also got the upper, which Awake took their kind of spin on with the kind of colors and shit. And here's what it looks like on the instep. But the one that's really interesting, the one that really people are really excited about, because I think these leaked a few months ago. We got an idea of what this color would look like a few months ago. But the colorway that everybody has not seen until now is this colorway, the pink. And they look hard. They look fucking hard. So obviously the Jordan 5 is one tone of pink on the upper, if I'm not mistaken, right? The Jordan 5, if I'm not mistaken, is one tone of pink, right? I'm pretty sure. It's like one tone. Awake NY Jordan 5. So the pink pair was just one tone on obviously the upper, but on this particular one you got different sort of shades of pink on the upper for these particular Jordan 5s. But that was obviously the Awake. You got the blue and the pink ones, and then for these particular ones they decided to go for, maybe is it three different tones of pink. You've got this sort of bubblegum pink at the front here, the toe box. You've got whatever this pink here is in the middle, and then you've got whatever this bright, almost fluorescent pink here is on the back of the heel. And then you've also got the same Jordan 6 kind of infrared midsole and outsole here as well, with the contrast and stitching. So the contrast stitching really gives it a nice touch, I think, a nice little bit of pop, and it kind of makes the panels pop up a bit more. And I also love, like I said, the different kind of panels. And then you've also got another look of them on as well. Fucking brilliant, really fucking good shoe. They're gonna be even. I think these might be even more hyped than the Jordan 5s, because the Jordan 6 is a better design than the 5. The 5 is not really. The 5s are a hard shoe to wear. The 5s are a weird shoe. I feel like Jordan 5s are like Jordan 3s. Jordan 3s, you look at them and you think, yeah, I could do that, right? There's been so many times I've seen a Jordan 3 like this particular one. The Jordan 3 cement. No, is it True Blues? True Blue? Yeah, True Blue. I've had like 2 pairs of these, but I've sold them all the time. I've seen these, right? I bought them with my hard-earned money, with all the intention of wearing them and making them look good. You put them on your feet, they don't look how they look on other people's feet, you know? They just don't look as good. They don't look as good on your feet when you put them on. So they're hard to make, they're hard to wear in real life because they're quite clunky and boxy and just, you know, just hard to kind of style, in my personal opinion. Same goes for the Jordan 5s, right? The Jordan 5, like the classic one, which is the metallic, right? The metallic black, the classic one. This particular one, I've had a pair of these too. Tried to wear them, tried to make them look nice, and just, I don't know, something about the tongue, something about how they kind of cut back. Like, I think it's that cut back bit here. It's this bit where it kind of like pops back into your heel, which is just difficult to fucking wear. So although the Awake Jordan 5s are a nice colorway and were really kind of rare in that regard, I think the Jordan 6s will be a lot more hyped because the Jordan 6 as a model, the Jordan 6 as a Jordan model is way more popular and easier to wear than the Jordan 5s. So if you had a hard time getting a hold of the 5s, you're going to have an even harder time getting a pair of these pink Jordan 6s. They're going to be so hard to get a hold of. And this is definitely going to be the color that everyone's going to want. And I'm assuming, like last time, I think the blue pair was the one that was more widely available. The pink pair was only available maybe in NY. I'm assuming they'll be do the same. Maybe what would be good if they did the opposite. Big up Andrew back. If you ever see this, if Andrew ever sees this, do the opposite. Last time it was the pink pair that was like limited to only NY or the US, and then the black pair was like worldwide. Do the opposite this time. Make the pink pair worldwide, and then make the fucking, you know what I mean, the navy blue pair or the bluish pair fucking NY or American only. That'd be fucking cool. So, you know, guys like myself can maybe get a chance to get them. But they look fucking beautiful. You got the pink laces, the classic fucking red zip tie here. Really fucking well done. Really fucking well done. But I love what they've done with just the midsole. I think that's a really nice touch. Make it more familiar, make it easier to maybe you know, a little nod to kind of the OG. You got the infrared sole there, and then you've also got that crazy upper. So those are coming soon. There's no, oh yeah, September actually. Allegedly, according to Over and Under, September, and the retail price rumored is going to be $230. Originally coming September. Hopefully coming September. Let's see when they drop. Let's see when they freaking drop. Let's see. I'm really excited to see when they eventually do drop. I'm really fucking excited. That's what I am. I'm also in the mood of these. Talking of pink shoes I'm excited to wear. Am I the only person that's kind of changed my mind on the fucking Jordan, on the Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows? Maybe because I see them so often. I think these might be the most... You know, there was a time back in the day, right, when you'd see like people in Yeezys all the time. I feel like the most common shoe, the most common hyped limited edition shoe that I see like on like a daily basis, whether they're fake or not, are the Travis Scott Jordans. I feel like every other day I see someone, and usually I feel like a good sign of a good sneaker is when you see normie people wearing it. I think people like myself, people like maybe you, some of you guys watching who like your shoes a bit leery, you like limited edition stuff, you're gonna wear anything as long as it's kind of like cool looking. But I think a real good sign that you designed a really cool sneaker is if like a regular person, a regular Tom, Dick and Harry, or somewhat of a normie wears them. And I feel like the Travis Scott Jordans are some of the most widely worn normie limited edition shoes I've ever seen. I always see someone wearing them, always see them. And I think maybe because of that, I'm now getting exposed to them. I kind of want them now as well. And especially the lows. I usually hate Jordan 1 lows. I think Jordan 1 lows look fucking cheap. They look almost like fake, even if they're real. I've always hated Jordan 1 lows. There's something about them. Maybe I feel like it's almost like they're trying to save material. They're trying to cut back. It's like a discount Jordan 1. It's like a discount Jordan 1 high. I don't know. I've always hated the Jordan 1 low. I just think they look awful aesthetically. But most people I see wearing them, wear them with their fucking trousers covering the most of the shoe. So you don't actually even see the horrible kind of bit, you know, that I don't want people to see. But just from exposure, I'm now getting, you know, turned on by them. And especially this up and coming pink pair. Now this up and coming pink pair, I'm kind of getting turned on by. I'm not going to lie. They're due to coming out soon this year. I think the color that's coming out is this pair here, not that one. I don't really like this pair here. This pair is more of like an Easter colorway. But this pair here at the bottom where it has like the red swoosh, almost like a red, is that a red swoosh or pink? It looks like a red swoosh, right? It's got like a red swoosh, a somewhat lavender, lilac sort of body here on the upper. Then you've got the white panels at the heel cup, on the mud guard, along the lace eye stay thing sections. And then on the midsole, you've got this nice kind of distressed, kind of vintage, sail, whatever colorway on the midsole, classic Travis Scott Jordan thing. And then on the outsole, you've got a touch of pink as well. So this color here at the bottom is the one that I want, mostly because of the red of this pop of the color on the swoosh, this tumbled leather color on the swoosh, where it's kind of like pinky reddy kind of color. But the top one's a little bit too Easter egg for me. I'm not too fond of those ones, but that red one is fucking gorgeous. Friends and family are starting to receive the Travis Scott Nike Air Jordan 1 Low Shy Pink and Tropical Pink. Oh, so they're both coming out. Ah, there's two pairs. I thought one of them was Friends and Family. I swear I remember reading somewhere that one of these pairs was Friends and Family and they weren't going to come out. So I guess they're both coming out together. Okay, cool. Shy Pink and Tropical Pink. So I'm assuming Shy Pink is the first one with the white, mostly the white upper, and Tropical Pink is this one here. So yeah, the Tropical Pink is the one. That Tropical Pink's the one. But I don't know, I'm changing my mind on Jordan 1 lows, man. I'm changing my mind on Jordan 1 lows. I usually hate Jordan 1 lows, but I'm changing my mind. I don't mind them. Like this particular pair here. Like Travis Scott's got a pair, right? Wearing them courtside. His ones are different. I think these might be a sample because that looks like a black swoosh there. That might be a sample. Looks like a black swoosh he's got on there. But still they look kind of hard. And I think, is that the only one? I think it might be another clip. Where's the other picture? I thought I had another one, no? I thought I had another picture of them. But yeah, I don't know. I don't mind them, man. I'm not going to lie. I don't fucking mind them. Yeah, that's the other picture too. That's the Shy Pink colorway. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm kind of getting turned on by them. I'm not going to lie. I'm changing my mind on Jordan 1 lows. And the Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows especially. That heel tab is pretty cool too, with the Travis Scott logo on one side and the Jordan wings on the other side. Yeah, they even don't look bad on that. This particular hipster fit with the white socks, they don't look too bad, man. I'm not gonna lie. They don't look too bad. They don't look too fucking shabby. I'm kinda into them. I'm kinda fucking into them. Is there any more colorways, any more details here regarding them? What they're saying, Shy Pink, as you can see. Okay, these are different colorways, right? The Tropical Pink and the Shy Pink. Yeah, the Shy Pink pack. Yeah, that Tropical Pink's the one. This one's the one. That Tropical Pink is the one. Forget the Shy Pink. That Tropical Pink is the one. and put different laces. Yeah, this one's the one. Forget the red. Yeah, with the pink laces, of course. With those laces. Ooh-wee! Or maybe wear them one foot each. Actually, that might be good. That might be a Bapester look, isn't it? Buy both pairs and wear them on each foot. I think that might be the swag. That might be the way to go. Do the old school Bape thing. Tim Cook obviously had a pair on too. Big up Tim Cook stepping down from Apple CEO. He's wearing them on. He was stunning in them.
On the side of the shoe.
Two-Face, what? He's definitely got a stylist, isn't it? He's dressed well, Tim Cook. I'm not gonna lie, he dressed well, man. He's got that fucking shit on Tim Cook. Wonder if he's got a stylist. He must have one. He looks fucking fantastic.
Perfect. Thank you.
That suede, the cut of the suede jacket, the jumper on the inside, the cut of the trousers.
Yes, thank you.
Ooh! Tim Cook coming clutch. But yeah, I don't mind them. I don't fucking mind them, man. Oh, it looks so hard. It looks so fucking hard. I'm into them. I'm kind of into them. I'm not gonna lie. Take off the sound. Yeah, I'm kind of. They look fucking filthy. Come on, man. They look fucking filthy. I kind of need these. I kind of fucking need these. That pink pops so much. That swoosh pops fucking crazy. I kind of need these. I'm not gonna lie. I think I kind of need these. If these are a high, I'd be all over them. If these were a high, I'd be fucking all over them instantly. But I'm kind of getting turned around to having a pair of lows. I shouldn't, but I'm kind of getting turned around to having a pair of lows. I know I shouldn't, but I kind of am getting turned around to having a pair of lows. Crazy to say that. Crazy to fucking say that. Okay, and then the other thing I wanted to talk about here, we talked about the fucking Travis Scott Jordans. Quick update regarding Clavicular's crew. Clavicular's crew. Quick update regarding Clavicular's crew. As most of you guys know, Androgenic has been booted from the crew, which makes sense, right? After Clavicular went on and had the overdose and shit. After that viral clip of Androgenic offering Clavicular a fucking Adderall to help smooth out his high, there had to be some changes made to the team. Now, the only thing I don't like, right, being a Clavicular fan myself, the only thing I don't like is the lack of responsibility Clavicular's taking with this fucking overdose. Because he's fired a bunch of people, he's booted a bunch of people from his team. Some people have kind of gone back home, Androgenic being one of them, gone back to Australia. But there's not been a lot of personal responsibility or accountability himself for what he got himself into, for the amount of drugs that he was doing, for the excess that he was on, everything else in between. Even though his PR guy has also quit, Mitchell. Big up Mitchell. He was fucking brilliant for a bit. I think he's the one that also organized maybe that fucking runway show in London Fashion Week, in New York Fashion Week, sorry, with Elena Velez. But he's also quit because I think there was a statement that got released that said he quit because basically, Clavicular is a drug addict. So until Clavicular gets some help and actually tries to, get himself better, he's gonna step away. So I don't like the fact that I understand why he booted Wando, why Mia's gone, why fucking Androgenic is gone, but I kind of feel like the booting of all those guys has kind of made it seem as if they were the bad influence, when really it's the other way around. Clavicular is definitely the bad influence. He's definitely the one with all the money. He's definitely the one with all the fame. He's definitely the one that was doing drugs before they met them anyway, right? He was known for doing the whole meth thing to kind of, act as an appetite suppressant or whatever else it may be. So that's the only weird thing. But the really funny thing about it is that everyone, involved in the fucking Clavicular orbit, they're always involved in drama. So Androgenic got deported from the US, or don't think he get deported. According to what I've read online and clips I've seen, after the overdose, Clavicular's team basically went to clean house. So they basically organized they bought plane tickets for everybody and said, "Here, get the fuck out." And they've all left that big mansion they were in. I think the owner also revoked their fucking lease or whatever, ended it early. Clavicular's back in that crib. I think that Young Thug was in before when he got released from prison, which I think Aiden Ross owns and rents out to him. But as soon as Androgenic left the States and went back to Australia, he got involved in some sort of scupper, some fight that resulted in him getting punched, which was kind of hilarious. But this is a clip of Androgenic and announcing that he's left the US and now back in his homeland of Australia.
I'm no longer in the US, and I'm not sure how much I can say, but I can say this situation is fucked. Stay tuned.
That's him over there in Australia saying the situation is fucked. But the really funny thing is this clip. That's the really funny thing. So he's out there in Australia doing what he does best, live streaming, being in the town, in the city, you know, hanging around, taking the laughs and shit. And he gets into some sort of argument with an Aboriginal person that turns physical. And then I guess someone punches him. It's really fucking, it's kind of funny and kind of tragic. As soon as he lands, he gets into a fight. As soon as he lands, he gets into a fight.
Why it's good to
Okay.
Andrew!
Bro,
He's get deported. Why is he get deported?
I can't speak about it.
You can't speak about it.
Bro, get this fucking subhuman away from me. Get this goblin away from me, bro. What? Who is this goblin, bro? What? What?
Sub 3, bro. Sub 3. Get her out of here, bro.
Bro, get this test. No.
To be fair, in this whole interaction, he's trying to get away from this woman. She's chasing him around, keep calling him a racist and stuff. He's trying to get away, but eventually it leads to him pushing her and another guy not taking that too lightly and punching him.
Oh shit! Woo! Let's go! Oh shit! She's got. Oh god! Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Whoa!
Woohoo! I took a hit.
By the way, isn't it a complete waste of a physique? Look at the kids with their hands on their head. Isn't it a waste of a physique? Isn't it a waste of muscles? Isn't it a waste of fucking stature to be that big, to be that jacked, and you get fucking decked with like the lightest punch? Like the lightest punch to the chest, sent him flying. Oh no, it was a chin. Okay, go hit the chin, my bad. I thought you hit the chin. But still, like, why be that size? Why be that big if you get dropped so easy and so quickly? Like, God, don't get me wrong. Australian white people are different breed, by the way, right? Don't get me wrong. Australian whites are like a different breed of whites. Like, they can fight. Like, you know what I mean? Like they made a different stuff over there. Australian whites, New Zealand whites, they're like different type of Caucasians. I get it. But it is kind of wild that androgenic is as big as he is. I don't know. How tall is androgenic? Might be 6'2", 6'3". Built like a fucking brick shit house and shit. Doesn't have, you know, fairly well proportioned overall. Big up top, big down below. I'm not talking about his dick. I mean his legs and shit. But then he gets decked so easily. So easily he gets fucking decked. In the chin, he's down for the fucking count. Don't get me wrong, he's not the most aware person in the world. But I do find it kind of funny. All that mogging, all that fucking training, all that fucking test, all that TRT, all that this. And then he's like, you can't fight. What's the point? That guy got him good though. I'm not gonna lie. That guy got him fucking good. That guy got him fucking good. I'm not going to lie. Absolute chinning. That guy got him good. Wow. Boom. Fucking hell, androgenic. So yeah, as soon as he landed back in Australia, he got fucking chinned. As soon as he landed back on Australia, he got fucking chinned. More clips of him getting chinned there. And then here's another clip of
5mg.
This is an old clip actually of Clavicular and androgenic together. Androgenic was visibly worried where Clavicular finding out he takes 10 times the normal serving of peptides. Whee! Get me some peptides, people. I need to start looking hot and sexy like the Brazilian gay guys.
25 mg, so you could like placebo max yourself like into thinking like you're gonna mog harder. I feel like it's kind of worth it.
The issue is that based on the research I did, 25 mg is worse than like 400 tests in toxicity.
Worse.
Yeah. So it's like if you want to do 25 trend just for like a bit of a boost, it's like why not just add like half a gram more of tests?
Because you're gonna bloat.
AI.
Yeah, but like trend is no bloat. Like,
yeah, but like giga high test and AI seems pretty ideal to be honest.
I'd rather die 10 years sooner and mog.
Crazy philosophy, isn't it? I'd rather die 10 years sooner and mog. God damn.
That's my thing. Who gives
Mog is life. Life is mog. Mog is life.
a fuck? You know?
You know what's really funny though? Everyone's turned on him, by the way. I'm very plugged into the Twitter comms, right? I'm in the fucking Clavicular com, obviously. I can't post because I got banned for every reason. Who fucking cares? But still, I'm always looking. And the Twitter com has completely turned on fucking Clavicular, by the way. The Twitter com has completely turned on Clavicular. Because they say he's lazy, he's not streaming anymore. all he does is fucking desktop streaming and gambling. They really fucking don't like the new direction he's kind of going in. They're really fucking pissed off. Let's see. The latest I saw, they weren't happy. Yeah, there you go. What's this? Mia's events. He went from saying hey to kissing the wall to be fair. There we go. This is one of the members of the crew, Mia, who's back home doing her own thing. No longer part of Clavicular's crew. What's she saying?
Sorry if you covered this, but what are your thoughts on OL Clav sucking that old rabbi off and gonna kiss that satanic wall?
Oof. That's pretty fucking bad, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. He went from like saying Hail Hitler to the kissing the wall. I mean, I'm guessing they probably like, to be honest, they probably threatened him, guys. Like if
okay, as you can see, sparking soon for the stream. So yeah, it's kind of sad. Everyone's no one's having it. Everyone in the chat, look, he's gambling, and everyone look L. Everyone in the chat saying L. React to Johnny Bravo video about the Zionists owning the club. Bro, why not have sobriety expert with you on staff? Whopper Wednesday, L. The chat is hating all this stuff. They hate the gambling. They want him back in the club. So that you don't appreciate. Yeah, you don't appreciate it until it's gone. Look at the com. Everyone's sad. The old era of Clav in young LA top, in raves, hanging out, doing the damn thing, and now all we get are fucking gambling streams. Now all we get are fucking gambling streams. Kind of crazy how it plays out. I'm doing alright, nigga. You're doing a live to promote your boss's club as a part of a contract you signed with them. Throwback to when Clav humbled Dave Grutman.
People make fun of Muslims every single day. They get it way worse than Jewish people do. He doesn't even own the club. He's just a guy. He's just a guy in Miami, it seems like. I would rather have free speech and the ability to make jokes and do content.
So the Jewish cabal allegedly have bought out Clav. It makes sense, bro. But that's the thing, though. People put, like, I get that. Like, there's a video going. Maybe I'll react to the Johnny Bravo video. There's a video going around, right, what Johnny Bravo's put together, where he basically exposes the truth behind the club that Clavicular owns, or allegedly owned, right? Which is, if you know, if you got your head screwed on, you knew that wasn't Clavicular's club. It's obviously backed by other people. He's just the frontman for it, right? He's just the one obviously fronting it, and that was always going to be the case. I think they noticed very quickly after the whole Heil Hitler song thing. I think those guys noticed very quickly that Clavicular's got a big pull, and a lot of his content is revolved around clubs and hanging out with girls. So they did what any good businessman were doing, and they welcomed him back into the fold. They quickly, like that band that he was on didn't last long. I think Sneaker might still be banned from clubs, but Clavicular's not. And Clavicular was singing that song just as much as Sneaker was. But they knew that Clavicular was good for business, so they got him back on board. And part of getting him back on board was to profit from his, from his fame, which was to open that nightclub and pretend like it was his club. So that was always going to be the case. It's just kind of wild because at the time he was going through the whole cancellation, he was saying some very, staunchly anti, almost, I guess, Jewish cabal, Zionist type of things. And now he's very slowly walked all that shit back again, And most likely that also means we're probably not going to see a collaboration or a stream with, Clavicular and Sneaker anytime soon because, Sneaker's probably not the biggest fan of, that community. That community don't like him too much. Yeah. Kind of wild how it plays out. Kind of wild how it all fucking plays out. But the com aren't liking it. The com aren't liking it at all. They're not liking it in the slightest. Clavicular is going live to the White House. Really? Is he going to the White House? Okay, let's play this clip. He's going to the White House. Well, for the UFC event, I'm assuming.
Hey, what up, boys? Thanks for tuning in. GG career? Facts. Clav, can I pray for you? Yes. And stream jester? You guys are pissed. I'm gonna be doing a real stream later. Baccarat tonight? Yes. Be there, be square. Shave max? Nah, dude, I'm gonna do the beard for a little bit. Shalom? Shalom? Are you going to the White House dinner? Nah, man, we got shit to do this weekend. I don't really feel like going all the way there. You better go to the White House? That's kind of boring. That's kind of nonsense. Trump should come to me, dude. I don't really want to fly all the way there to just politics max. Like, politics or jester, and like, I'm supposed to go all the way on a plane to fucking do politics? Like, yeah, no, I don't think so. Non-tent. Where's Felipe? I don't know. What time does she land? I have to fix his hair. Collab with new people, bro? Like who? Cheeser? When is next First and Fit? It's on Friday. Oh shit, my grandma's calling me. Grandma, hello?
It's me.
How are you, honey?
I'm doing good. How are you? I'm streaming right now.
Oh, shoot. I guess I'll let you stream.
All right, I'll call you after.
I love you.
All right, love you too. See you.
Bye.
Bye. So how much money in order to make you happy? Money doesn't really like matter as much as.
One thing he looks rough though, innit? He looks fucking rough though, innit? Like, that's for sure. He's only 20. He's only 20 years old, but he looks fucking rough, innit? He looks fucking rough, that's for sure.
As you think, it's like all relative, kind of. I mean, like, I'm pretty much chilling now. I just do it because, like, I have an expensive lifestyle and a lot of people work for me. But, like, I pretty much do the same thing every day. I have bills, like, I have to, like, gamble and shit. Like, I have no choice not to. Flav, are you with Violet? Bro.
Yes.
I'll leak, dude. I'll leak. He's capping, bro. He's capping. You let Cheezer infect you?
Bang.
I'll fucking YouTube. I'll YouTube ban. Yeah, we'll fix it. Just gonna put on the shades right now. Descend maxing. I know I've been descending a little bit. KPP maxing. You actually don't get KPP while you're gambling. Life is good? Yes, it's pretty good. Brutal. Your own chat is cooking you. Do something productive. I told you I'm an IRL stream later. Guys, 1 week.
There's not. And that IRL stream is not coming, by the way. That IRL stream is not coming.
Nigo, ODs, everyone was telling him to take a break. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of funny, right? One collab with train wrecks. I don't think that's likely, my brother. Chat and com complain, you know, when I'm doing good streams, when I'm doing bad streams. So kind of hard to take it too serious. Yeah, I've just been taking it easy for 1 week, bro.
Jesus Christ. Clavicular is on the fucking downward spiral, unfortunately. On the downward spiral, unfortunately. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's been the Casino Zing Show, episode number 1034. 1034. If you're watching the show live, this will switch over to the random show, which will start in about 5 minutes. Everybody else watching this, thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure to have your company. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for joining me. If you're listening to this via the podcast app, if you're watching via Kick, if you're listening via the fucking Twitter, you will hear my song of the day. My song of the day will be twofold. I'll play 2 songs back to back as my songs of the day. I'm going to play 2 songs back to back as my songs of the day. I'm going to play 2 songs from Tiga's new album called Hot Life. Tiga's new album called Hot Life is fucking fantastic. I've been banging it since it fucking dropped. I'm going to play 2 songs from that album back to fucking back. Big up fucking Tiga. Big up Tiga. I'm going to be playing from the album. I'm going to be playing what I said I'm going to be playing? No, I'm going to play I'm What I Am. And the other song I've got here in the description box, I'm going to be playing I Am What I Am. And I'm also going to play Need You Tonight. So Need You Tonight and I Am What I Am from Tiga's latest album called Hot Life, available now on all streaming platforms, will be my songs of the day, only for people watching via Kick and Twitter. If you're watching via Kick and Twitter, you'll hear it. If you're watching on YouTube, it'll fade to black and you'll switch over to the random show, and I'll see you guys there in about 5 to 10 minutes, okay? Everybody else, take care, be well. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Peace, peace, peace.